like at 9:30 in the morning, I'm standing there like fully ready, like in a gown, and I'm having a YouTuber tell me that their parent just passed away and they turned their ashes into marijuana and then they smoked their parent. And I'm like, it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm downtown and this YouTuber is telling me about how they smoked their dead parent. And
is that against the law?
Well, she's not going to give any spoilers that she's working with me because there's so many YouTubers out there that have honored their dad's wishes.
Especially Rosanna, because like, and I'm sorry, the whole thing, honestly. Like, when Joey came on, I really thought it was just...
Guys, quickly, Rosanna Pansino, background story. Mr. Beast schizophrenic, pulled up what she thought was alleged Sam material and quote-unquote censored it to react to on video. And then she clickbaited it and A/B tested what she thought was alleged material to expose Chris Tyson. That's Rosanna Pansino. That's her whole thing, her shtick. All right, Rosanna Pansino smoked her dead dad, allegedly, maybe. Did she? Who knows? We'll talk about it in a second. She actually is very upset when you talk about her smoking her dead dad. Just to be clear, she's very upset about it. Just a quick correction. I did not smoke my dad's ashes directly. You should never smoke ash. My father's ashes were mixed into soil, which a cannabis plant was growing, and I smoked the cannabis plant. So she's been going around like correcting people about this. She's been freaking out about it because she smoked her dead dad but didn't actually smoke her dead dad. She made her dad into a plant and smoked him. Okay, just be clear. Smoked the plant in which her dad was created or something. I don't know. Call it cannabisism. So just to be clear, I do want to point out though, there's an earlier tweet. We lost my dad about 5 years ago to leukemia. He was the best. His dying wish was to be grown into a cannabis plant and smoked. So that's what I did. This is what she said when she initially put it out. I believe this tweet's actually still up. Then someone said, throw the cigarette. It alludes to the fatherless behavior. And she goes, 1, it's a blunt. 2, it's my dad. 3, his dying wish was to be grown into a plant and smoked. 4, on an interview of the world's leading grief experts, I learned a lot in our conversation. It was insightful to my own grief. All right, but why are people saying that Rosanna smoked her dead dad? It's because she titled the podcast Smoking My Dead Dad. Just to be clear, the reason why people are saying that she smoked her dad is if you go on YouTube right now, it says smoking my dead dad. All right. She clickbaited it and then people talked about it. And then she gets really defensive to say, no. Actually, I didn't smoke my dead dad. I only titled the video that way. I never actually smoked my dead dad. Actually, so what I actually did was, I actually just, I made him into a plant and then I smoked the plant. Okay. So I didn't smoke my dad. Okay. That's what, yeah. But then she puts out stuff like this on Twitter, which is still a tweet that you can actually go to. I can't retweet it because I'm blocked, but you can. The first episode of my podcast just dropped. Smoking my dead dad. Watch it here. And then she puts the feet, the blunt. It's all there, you know? Where does one get the idea to do? Apparently it was his dream. Don't knock a dead man's dream. If he wanted to be smoked in a plant, be my guest. All right. So Rosanna Pansino clickbaited smoking her dead dad. And I mean, that's fine. She gets very defensive when you point out that she did this or misinterpret what she actually meant. But Rosanna's actually in the news for another reason, not smoking her dead dad, but kind of tangentially related. She picked a fight with Tana Mongeau. Initially, she calls out Tana Mongeau regarding Escape the Night. We're going to listen to some of this. It starts off like immediately. And let's just say the YouTube drama people that have been glazing the fucking ground she walks on kind of think she seems a bit unhinged here. We've got this conversation that she had on her podcast. We're also going to take a look at bits and pieces from Trisha Paytas' response to this. And then lastly, she's doing cosplay as... This has escalated to the point where she's cosplaying Trisha Paytas crying on a couch. Okay, and it's getting kind of unhinged. So we have a lot of like weird T-channel adjacent dramas going on right here, and I'm pretty interested in checking this thing out.
Difficult for me because, Mike, do you want to explain? I don't even know how to. I'm genuinely.
To be honest, this is like a drama that I'm the most unbiased in because I fucking hate almost everybody in this situation. All right, Tana Mongeau, ride or die, probably one of the most unhinged people in this conversation, but. I fucking hate Trisha Paytas, and I fucking hate Rosanna Pansino, personally. So, like, I am actually pretty unbiased when it comes to this story.
I'm really confused, and...
So, right before we...
I hope all these people...
Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Like, if all of these people cry, my life would be inherently better.
Left, a bunch of people were sending Ro...
I'm rooting for the meteor on this drama. Yeah, you're right.
basically the clips from 3 different podcasts. And essentially what the clips are is Tana basically shit-talking Escape the Night and also throwing crazy amount of
Chat,
shade
can
at
somebody tell me, is Escape the Night something we talked about years ago with Gabby Hanna? Were all these fucking YouTubers in this one production of Escape the Night?
for no reason that I can discern.
What's the name
don't
of the
understand.
guy from Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Always been cool with her.
I
Loved on her.
literally don't know where that's
supported
from.
Joey Gracefass? I remember that name,
her,
yeah.
been kind to her. I don't judge her for anything. That's what's shocking to me,
Yeah.
I think, because it's just confusing.
I feel like
and-
she just kind of used your name to essentially have a piece of content. And I think they were even saying in a recent podcast that drama is slow right now. So, I don't know why they threw Ro under the bus in a way, but...
Oh my god, dude. Actually,
Keffel's tweet.
wait, am I wrong about this?
Nicholas
Is there like an
DeOrio.
initial
Keffel's
comment that I'm
appreciated
missing
the
here?
shout-out.
Rosanna Pansino calls Tana Mongeau a liar. What did they say initially? Because I don't want to be like jumping in late here. I got in a fight that nearly ended the pod. Where is the clip with Tana reacting to? Okay, this one.
Don't reheat the.
So maybe this is. Oh god, it's Trisha Paytas. Let me see if I can find Rosanna here. What did they say about Rosanna? Oh, it's 10 seconds in.
A person.
You can just say person.
Yeah. Yeah, a person, really. Animals, too. They love to eat. Who doesn't love to eat? Everyone should be in that kitchen. I think I stole that from Rosanna Pansino. I think she had a tweet that says, every woman belongs in the kitchen, and so does a man, because it's yummy or something. And I was like, period, Rosanna.
Okay.
Tour starts in 3 days. We'll be in...
All right, that's one mention of Rosanna.
Close.
Oh, she's gonna show the clips, chat. Which was all for naught. We have the clips. They're in the fucking video. I'm gonna... Fuck.
Just run me over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will...
That kind of sucks. I'm just going to say this again because I know she's been through a lot of...
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm used to these people in these communities not having the fucking clips, so I assume I have to go do all the research.
bad decisions, and I've never judged her. I've actually defended her in private with my own friends, like when
All right, so we're just poisoning the well here. Okay, got it.
they would
Many
start
times.
to talk poorly
I
about
mean, to be clear, I poisoned the well by talking about the fucking blunt stuff.
Tana. I would stop them and stand up for her, and so this really got me off guard, but it is what it is. So yeah, we
Dude,
watched
Tana
it
must have said some crazy shit, yo.
on the plane. It was hard to watch, and I think what I got frustrated about is the over-exaggeration about Escape the Night and the falsehoods that she has repeated it time and time and
It's
time
like, when
again.
does exaggeration become lying?
But was Escape the Night her product? I thought it was the Joey guy. Was she also like a main person in this, or was she also like a participant?
And I think you'll see...
It tip.
Yeah,
It wasn't crazy, but Tana did apologize. Yeah, but that doesn't ever... That literally never means anything in this space. People apologize for shit when they're right all the time in this community.
to me, it comes off as lying. Some people say it's just exaggerating, but I think Tana does have a history of both exaggerating, but
But again, yeah, I wouldn't put it past Tana to just straight up lie about something.
also making up things that didn't happen and getting called out for it. It seems to me like it's kind of a repeat of that pattern, but we'll... Curious to see what other people think.
Yeah, me too, because I'm confused. So leave your comments and thoughts down below.
Yeah.
And we're going to get through this. I think it's something that really does need to be addressed because I made a promise to myself to stand up for myself. So let's watch these clips and we're going to go over
All right,
what
we're getting
really
right
happened
into
on
it.
set. While Mike's plugging that in, I'm going to intro this. This is the first clip that we're going to watch is from episode 107 from the Canceled podcast, and it has Tana, her co-host Brooke, and Paige. And I actually met Paige on the set
This is not Petty Page, I imagine, right?
of Escape the Night.
Yeah.
And when I met her, she was very
All of these people are like... I don't know. They all talk like they're teenagers. It's crazy.
kind to my face. All right, let's play the clip.
Hit me up.
Like, wouldn't you think this is like a college girl drama?
respect you.
Doesn't this sound like a college girl drama? Oh no! What am I Bro, you know what the fucking reality of this is? I don't like to do the women are old meme, but like we're like a solid 10 years away from the Real Housewives of Twitch.tv. Or like the Real Housewives of YouTube. And it's going to be like Rosanna, it's going to be Trisha, it's going to be Tana. Like people are talking right now about YouTube boxing, but when these girls are like 10 years older, they're going to start doing Real Housewives from YouTube.
To be a part of this project, right? And I'm not going to say who, like in hopes to keep the identity of all of this concealed, but I'm sure people will find out. And what I want to say is if people find out, if you do find out.
So she's keeping
And unironically though, it would be pretty good. Like I'm not even saying that like to hate. I think like Real Housewives of YouTube is going to be insane when somebody does it.
Identity anonymous is what she's saying.
Like
But
just
it's kind
putting
of
them
like
all in a
also
house
say-
for a couple months.
After you watch the whole thing, it's kind of like, no, I've got a story. It's about the CEO of Amazon.
We're
But
not going to use
I'm
any
not
names.
going to say his name because
We don't want people figuring it
we
out.
don't want people to figure out his identity. But if you figure it out, don't go send him hate.
Yeah, I'm going to say this to several million people, and I'm sure no one is going to go figure it out and
So
post
wait,
about
are
it.
you saying that they didn't specifically name Rosanna, but it was insinuated that it was a diss to her?
No, and I'm not going to say very specific things that identify everything.
And I think they say
All
that
right.
anyway.
I mean,
so,
that could still be bad.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Don't go send hate because this isn't anyone that you
Oh my god, dude.
would
Wait.
know's fault. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to, like, the person who I did this project with and for, like, I love so much. So I feel like even guilty, like, associating this, like, with his name and with his whatever. And I've debated telling the story on the podcast.
All right, well, that's a little confusing because his implies it's a man, so that's a little out of there. Maybe she's doing that to, like, divert attention away from the real person who's the victim here, Rosanna Pansino.
That's all week. But, like, I just fucking hate men, and I cannot believe this happened to me. Like,
Yeah.
All right, still, maybe she's using this as, like, a diversion tactic.
so I'm going to tell it.
I don't know. That seems a weird way to start a story for me.
I think she's been hurt a lot by men. I have as well. I have my own traumas, but
Like that time Mr. Beast changed your number so it looked like you came in, like, at a different rank or whatever in the hide-and-seek challenge.
I don't hate all of a gender. I don't know. It's just a pretty harsh statement. I don't hate it.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Did we just stop at, like, I hate men? Actually, it's pretty bad to just hate the entire gender, Tana. That's that's actually kind of fucked up, Tana. My viewers are not going to like to hear about this, Tana.
Any sex. I don't hate women. I don't hate men. I
Wow, you're so virtuous. You're so virtuous. Yes,
don't
look at
like
you.
people who are mean.
Wait, did we really just paused and we're doing the whole, like, I don't like people who are mean. I don't hate men, though. I'm not a man hater.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
Yeah, we don't like certain people, but to just say you hate 50% of the population.
Thank you. Hey, we hit the goal. Fuck. Multi-ball. I gotta get the ball. I gotta get the goal. Fuck, where's my thing? Oh my god, dude, I'm literally fucking seething. Here we go.
And you're trying to tell a story
New goal!
as if it's not biased. I don't know. I think it throws the bias out the window before she's even told the story.
Has nothing to do with the person who put on this project. Anyways, so yes, I agreed to this project months ago, and it's one of those things where I'm like, the fans will really love it, very nostalgic, like it's for a niche group of people, but like,
I'm going to stop right there and say it's for a niche group of people. In another interview, she says that it's billboards everywhere. It's a mainstream show. So in two different videos, she said it's mainstream when she's expressing gratitude for the project. And then when she's shitting on it, she
Alright,
calls
so are
it
we just gonna pause every minor thing she says and then throw a temper tantrum? Maybe this is, like, bigger. I don't know. Is this, like, guys, for the women in the audience, is this a massive contradiction right now? Would you say that this is, like, a massive contradiction?
And do you know what else is massive?
This is a massive contradiction? Okay. Rosanna's got bars here. Are we giving Rosanna the bars? All right. My chat says that Rosanna's correct.
niche and little.
All right, so it's not niche. Lots of billboards. She's lying. Got it. Oh, no, you're saying yes, it's petty? No bars? Banning everybody? I don't know what's happening right now.
Like she's bigger
It's
and
like belittling it.
like better than it. And an old friend.
Oh, this
hits her
is
up to
petty
be in
as
it, and
fuck?
She kind of is giving off the impression how she's speaking about it, the tone, the manner
Chat. 1 in the chat if this is petty. 2 in the chat if she's got a point.
is that like she's doing the
I know I'm the worst person to cover this as you watch my VOD. Okay, because I don't speak whatever this is.
project out of.
I'm seeing lots of 1s, real petty. There's not a single 2 in the chat right now. There's 1, 2. Wait, Glue Guns and Roses is verified, so she's carrying the 2s right
What's
now.
the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick
Sorry
Oreo.
to the 1s.
Mr.
Verified
Oreo.
YouTuber in the chat is saying 2. So that gives credence here. I'm about 50-50 either way. Let's see.
Charity, sympathy, like.
All right, to be clear, I know my audience hates Rosanna too, so there's a bit of bias there.
I'm doing him a favor.
You're lucky to have me.
You're lucky to have you. She knew about it months in advance.
Months in advance.
By the way, while you're hitting those 1s, why not like the stream? Yeah, if you like the stream, why don't you show how much you like it by hitting the like button?
Right. So this is not last minute. It's months in advance.
Plenty of time to plan a 2.
Y'all know if you're pissed, another small lie helps validation. That's true.
2-day shoot.
And prepare and be a professional.
but like, I'm gonna do it and just like be a good
I guess
friend.
we haven't really established what she said about Rosanna yet. That's pissed Rosanna off in particular.
Whatever.
So keep in mind, she's saying, I'm going to be a good friend.
I'm going to be a good friend. And then I'm going to go on a rage rant right here and I'm going to complain about everything in the production. I'm going to over-exaggerate. I'm going to lie about it because I'm such a good friend. Also, I just want to clarify for everyone listening that this project filmed over 2 full days. Tana only filmed 1 day. Not only 1 day, but a half day. I think she was on set for maybe 6.5 hours.
What's
It
the
was
name
around
of
there.
the
I'll
guy
let
from
Joey or the
Keemstar
production
Orbiter?
team figure that out.
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
I would say that's important to note that she wasn't there for most of the production time.
She left before anyone else. I stayed hours and hours afterwards, so did everybody else. She did the least amount of work on this project. She had the shortest time on set, and she complained the most.
Yeah.
She was in a bad mood all day, negative, unprofessional, and I didn't want to say that to her because I know people have bad days, but when you're a professional, you leave your shit at the door. When you walk on a set, when you go to work, you leave your shit on a door, and that's called compartmentalizing, and it's a maturity thing, and I just hope she keeps working on it.
I just saw Keffel's
Jesus
tweet
Christ, you guys are fucking
on
taking no
Nicholas
prisoners in
DeOrio.
chat.
Keffel's appreciated.
The night before I get my call time, and it's 9 a.m. downtown Los Angeles. I need to be there full glam.
She starts off by complaining about the call time. The call time is at 9 a.m. in the morning, which
All right, a 9 a.m. call time is fucking awesome. I'm sorry, that's a good call time, all right? Listen, I have never, ever done anything like this before, but if I ever was a low-level background extra of a movie recently, I would say the call time that I got was a lot less generous than that one.
is a luxury on most sets.
That's like a dream call
That
time.
is
That sounds like a great call time, yeah.
sleeping in. I've been on so many sets, Disney, Nickelodeon, NCIS. I could go on. Glee for 2 years.
Well,
I
when you
worked
did
on
your
Glee
HBO
for 2
show,
years.
she had to wake up at 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
every day.
Yep, every day. So 9 a.m. is not an early call time. That is a sleep in
That's
for
like
any
this-
actor. That
For
is-
any job,
for
9 a.m.
any
is the
job, I can't,
like
I can't.
any full-time job, like that salary.
That
9
call
a.m. is
time.
the
And the
standard
way she
time.
6 a.m. Could be earlier than that, actually.
says it too, the dramatic.
The call
call
time was 9
is
a.m..
9 a.m. and it's downtown Los Angeles.
Which, a quick reminder, this was filmed on a weekend, so you'll
There's
see
no
her
traffic.
complain about Los Angeles a million times. It's on a weekend, there's no traffic, and you agreed to do it. And so just the way it was 9 a.m. in downtown LA, like she's going into a war zone. And it's like 12 hours away. You knew about this months in advance. The call time is later than 90%. We're off to a very rocky start already.
yeah.
When you're filming these productions and stuff, this could be like, you could be getting up at like, your call time could literally be like right around 6 a.m., a little before 6 a.m., and you could be working up to like 12 to 14-hour days. Shit's no joke.
And they want her to come with some makeup on her face.
Yeah,
So
which is also pretty standard.
we're asking a lot here of Tana.
Yeah.
I need to be downtown in Los Angeles at 9 a.m. full glam. That's like an hour.
Just like everyone else who works in LA.
Just like anyone.
How is this helping Palestine? We need
I just saw
we need to
Keffel's
fucking
tweet
focus the
on
conversation,
Nicholas
Rosanna.
DeOrio.
Keffel's appreciated
Holy
the
shit,
shout out.
dude.
in the world working.
I can't. This is literally
You should get into a beef with Tana Mongeau. Bro, Tana's the only one in this entire drama that I like. I am not getting into a beef with Tana Mongeau.
easiest shoot outline ever. And a great
Someone in chat just wrote, leaves Walmart.
location on the weekend at a late call time of 9 a.m. I'll see if I have the call sheet while you...
Okay, yeah, Mike, you look up the call sheet. I'm going to continue with the complaints.
You got
hour
to sleep
away.
there, honestly.
No, I went to bed per usual, just insomnia. I'm always gonna go to bed late. I went to bed at like 4 and literally woke up at like 6:30. Like I got 2.5 hours of sleep. I wake up, I do the glam. We're on our way.
When you're a working professional and you know that you have a big shoot coming up and maybe you know that you have a hard time sleeping, that's your responsibility to get enough hours of sleep before your gig. Like that's on you as an adult, as a working adult professional.
Yeah, she seems
Later in
pretty
the clip, you'll
reasonable
see them
here.
complaining about, in their opinion, people are being unprofessional. Except Tana's literally the definition of unprofessional, where you have months to plan your schedule around getting up. Maybe she has to get up at 6, maybe at 7, but you have months to plan for that.
I always just assume it's an early morning call time.
Always.
Whew, we're going to take a quick break right here to talk about one of this week's sponsors, Madam Ram.
No, we're
starring
not.
former-
If you have to do that on like 2 hours of sleep, you're going to be grumpy.
Yeah.
And so you're already setting yourself up to be grumpy around other people who are working, and that is 100% on her. She could have very well planned getting a full night's rest, and she chose not to.
It is your responsibility to come to set ready to work.
I do.
Okay,
the glam.
we get it.
We're on our way. And even just in the car, I like can't feel my hands. Like, you know, when you're just so fucking, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to be at a 12-hour shoot all day. Like trying to serve.
Okay, so she said she's about to be at a 12-hour shoot all day. Everyone else worked a full day on set. Tana did not. Tana was around again 6.5 hours.
And one thing I want to say too is Tana has filmed Escape the Night before, and so she knows exactly what she's signing up for. This is even
All right, we're going to move through this.
in a little bit of pain. So per usual, it's just one of those things where I'm like corseted, tits up to my neck, like kitten heel, whole nine. I have to be like running around in all of this. I'm so uncomfortable. It's like 9:30 in the morning. There's all of these other characters there as well. I don't want to like say all the people. Let's just say I walk into like characters screaming.
So Tana arrives to set, and she said she walks into the room to all these.
I guess why what is Rosanna's relationship to Escape the Night? Why is she personally affected that she feels like she needs to defend the production's honor? I haven't heard this Escape the Night thing in like fucking 5 years since we were talking about Gabby Hanna. Like I'm having fucking whiplash right now. Like why is Rosanna so attached to this production? She was on it, so she feels like she needs to film a whole podcast to like defend its honor? She was another background character? It's a decade old. Yeah, I'm just so... I don't understand. Why are we here? Why are we talking about this?
On Nicholas DeOrio.
Hannah, I love you, but you are a character.
Everyone there had been on Escape the Night before except one person.
I want to get like a good understanding of her argument before we go to Trisha and hear what she says. Trisha's segment is a lot more compact and it goes over everything. This is like a whole podcast, so they kind of got to flip around through. So once we're through this, it's really smooth sailing, but this is the only difficult part of the story.
So, I don't know, it's just very weird to call them characters as if there's some big surprise. Like, she's met all these people. She knows, I believe, every person there except for
I'm trying to give Rosanna like as much charitability as I can here.
one, I'm not sure, but it's just like, it's the same people. And I feel like being like, it's a bunch of characters is like so degrading. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's just trying to be shady, and in another clip, she says random characters.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, Tana, you are a character.
Yeah.
Oh, they were also talking shit about the location, like downtown LA, and it's not safe. And it is a big city, and I get it. Like, if you're downtown New York, it's the same thing. The higher density populations, there's more people, more craziness can happen. But this set was so safe. Even the parking lot to drive in was completely gated. This is a very safe filming location, so it's just a lot of drama.
I gave her the benefit of the doubt that she was just having a bad day when it happened in the moment. But now that I'm watching all these interviews and podcasts that she's doing, I'm like, oh no, that's how she thinks about it.
What happened to her audio quality? Did she just steal Shelbo's phone? What the fuck just happened?
That were characters. I think in her opinion, she wanted...
What is going on?
...to see more famous people in the room, and so she's being very judgmental and high and mighty.
And I think it's either this podcast or an episode around it where she's talking about how she's going to a big celebrity party and she's disappointed that there aren't more famous people there.
Yeah, she said the most known person was David.
I guess.
They're like fully ready, like in a fucking gown. And I'm having a YouTuber tell me that their parent just passed away and they turn their ashes into marijuana and then they smoke.
Oh my God, dude, it just clicked. I know why we're here. I fucking know why we're here, dude. Holy shit, dude. Wait. Wait, now I know why I opened with that. Oh my God. Wait, hold on, time out. I get it.
Like at 9:30 in the morning, I'm standing there like fully ready, like in a fucking gown. And I'm having a YouTuber tell me that their parent just passed away and they turned their ashes into marijuana and then they smoked their parent. And I'm like, it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm downtown and this YouTuber is telling me about how they smoked their dead parent.
Is that against the law?
Oh my God, wait. Okay, hold on. So she's defending the show because she felt she was slighted in this comment. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. This is awesome. Dude, Tana's a fucking badass. Okay, alright, wait, I'm here. Hold on. Okay, I gotta use this in the beginning so people fucking make it this far when we cover this section, dude. Okay, alright.
Okay, let's just stop here.
It's a lot to digest. I wonder what she's talking about.
Actually, guys, I did not smoke my fucking dad. I actually smoked the plant that I buried his ashes.
Do you have any idea?
Well, she's not going to give any spoilers that she's working with me because there's so many YouTubers out there that have honored their dad's wishes.
I can't keep track. There's so many.
There's so many out there.
Yes, this is where she starts essentially just attacking Ro. And that's not how the conversation went.
I am so confused because
guys, the conversation was totally not the way. That's not how it went down. She actually didn't just walk up and go, "I smoked my dad. I smoked my dad's ashes. I smoked my dad." Shocker. You're saying that was a little over dramatic. Crazy.
And this is not how the conversation went. Mike was there.
I heard the whole conversation.
And so I just like, I don't understand when she showed up.
The way Tana's describing it is just like a fucking crazy psychopath. I smoked my dad.
I gave her a hug. I noticed she was a little moody. I thought maybe she needed a cup of coffee or something. So I just went over and snuggled with Mike. Later, when she looked to be a little bit more awake, in a better mood, I gave her another hug and I told her that I really liked her new podcast with Trish, Not Loveline, because I've really been enjoying it. I think it's so funny. I think it's just brilliant to take Loveline and then reverse it and do Not Loveline. Like it flips it on its head, and I just got a huge kick out of that. And I was telling her how cool I thought that was, and she said thank you. And I told her about my podcast coming out, and I really made an effort to tell all of my family and friends that my first episode of my podcast was going to be a little bit different. I really tried to warn people. I didn't want to shock them, and I really wanted to tell them face to face if I could. Some friends I had to text, but I really tried to just let people know my heart, because I know that my dad's request was unique and unconventional, but I just really wanted people to hear it from me. So I did tell her, and at the time,
we were just in the middle of filming. I'm like, hey, this time I turned my dad into marijuana. He's marijuana dad. Dude, it's dad blunts. You can't put down the blunt. I can't put down the blunt. I can't put down the blunt.
On set, she said that was a sleigh.
She loved that you're speaking up.
Yeah, and talking like
Morty, I turned my dad into marijuana. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
And talking your shit. And she would love to have you on the podcast. To talk about it. She said she'd love to smoke with you.
And I told her that I now make...
So she did walk up to a stranger and tell them that she smoked your dad. Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. She's not denying the allegations.
Appreciated the shout out.
Brownies with cannabis, and I call them bougie brownies because they're made with all organic.
I'm blunt dad, Morty. I'm blunt dad.
Organic, very expensive ingredients.
I was saying that you're so badass and like,
Morty, I turned myself into a blunt, Morty. A blunt.
Was inviting her on the podcast like the 5th time, but it was not. It's never actually an invite. I think she just says it to be nice, but never actually invites you.
Oh. Now that you say that.
Oh yeah, she's been saying it for like a year.
I did not put that together till just now. That's hitting me. Okay. All right, well, I'll take that. I'm going to let that digest.
I'm going to take a quick break right here to talk about one of this week's sponsors, Polite Society. Now,
bro, this podcast is making like $30,000 an episode. How many fucking... Dude, we're fucking 18 minutes in. There's 2 sponsored segments. This bitch is raking in cash, dude. She's gonna start smoking your dad next. Holy fuck.
Skin clear. And unlike some...
Dude, she's gonna have like an Epstein Island where she collects people's dads that get trafficked and starts smoking them.
Relationship. This one is built to last. It won't...
Instead of children, it's gonna be dads.
Up, let you down, or leave you guessing. Plus, it's clean, vegan, and cruelty-free.
There's 5 sponsors an episode? Holy shit.
Finding your perfect match has never been easier with their 100% shaping love.
Tana, who's an actress.
Dude, imagine fucking putting 5 sponsors on a video, and they have this like rainy-ass, shitty audio, terrible mic podcast with the fucking Razer logo on the laptop.
And on the podcast...
oh, dude, this is gonna be like the H3 podcast. This will be great.
Tila brought up Brooke, her racist post that resurfaced or something, and Tila said that it really disappointed her. And I said, yeah, it's disappointing.
Every time Brooke mentions Roe, you can tell.
Her face just scowls.
Just how much hatred is there.
Look at her face. And so right here in this clip, she goes, isn't that illegal?
Why do you not have 5 sponsors? Because we watch Pokemon's secret homeless ex-boyfriend on stream.
Legal?
No, it's not.
And the answer is no. It is not. So my dad's ashes were mixed into soil, and then we grew a cannabis plant. Then we smoked.
She's got to give us all the details of how exactly she smoked her dad's ashes through the cannabis plant.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Dude, you just know that her dad was like, yo, when I die, I want to be weed, bro. When I die, I want you to fucking take my ashes and grow me into a weed plant. That'd be awesome. And then she was like, I'm gonna make this my entire personality.
In the state of California, it's illegal to own residential. You can own 6 cannabis plants, and I get that it's unconventional. I get that it's unique, and I get that people are going
thank you
to
for hitting
say,
the goal. You've earned another goal.
Hey, I would never do that.
When I die, I want to be a tree. Like you're like really stoned.
Well, that's up to them.
He was like, oh, that's weird.
He was probably high as fuck when he said that, and she's like, wow. Imagine the podcast. I'm kidding.
But to say illegal, that is misinformation, dum-dum. I just call her Dum Dum now, and I don't really call names, but every time she talks, it's just bootlicking Tana. Have you noticed that?
Oh my god, bro, she's so fucking mad. Dude, she went from, like, being, like, mildly annoyed to hearing this woman just walked up to me and, like, I turned my dad into a blunt, Morty, a blunt! And now she's going into, like, fucking, like, massacre mode.
I mean, I don't watch all the
What's
cancel
the name of
podcasts,
the guy, Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Well, even Tana says something. She misunderstands it, says the opposite. And Tana goes, no, I meant this. And she goes, oh, yeah, of course that. So she switches her opinion faster than you'd ever... Because she just is a yes-man. She's there as a yes-man. I just don't think
Dude, she's fucking seething. This is awesome.
So much. She really is being a yes-man.
And, no.
Wait till you hear why Tana was upset in the first place. Wait, did she not put that in?
DNA is not actually in the plant. You're not...
I assume Tana's just coping for no reason. It sounds like Tana's coping about the production thus far from the clips that we've heard, but then it sounds like Rosanna was just genuinely weird. Like, from the clip that she's posting and her reaction to it, I get Rosanna being weird, but I also get Rosanna's position on the thing.
Actually smoking dad.
She's like, I did smoke my dad, but I did not inhale. Good one. It's coming. It's the main part of the story. Oh, boy.
Plants filter
I'm excited.
themselves. Like, this is biology.
This was boring for, like, a couple minutes, but I feel like I'm really getting into it now.
101. Like, just stay in school, kids.
Paige has got to chime in with an absolute banger.
Are you ready, guys? Now, Paige calls me a cannibal.
Against the law?
That's like cannibalism.
I don't know, Jude.
That's like cannibalism. No, dum-dum. That is not cannibalism. Stay in school, kids.
That's cannabisism, dude.
Stay in school.
And I think it just shows how miserable...
Yeah, they're mocking you, jackass.
I don't respect you. So I respect
no!
These people are when...
Yo, Tana, if you need dirt on Rosanna Pansino, I can get you some stuff you can use.
She tells the story of you talking to her, and they jump straight to cannibalism. It's just so absurd. It's like such an extreme exaggeration, and you'll see it.
Dude, why are they coping so... They literally jump straight to cannibalism. Holy shit, dude. They're literally slandering you. Like, this is where, like, if evil Ethan Klein would be like, I'm going to sue you now. You've said that I've committed cannibalism. And then Chud would literally be right when he's like, this is probably too much, it is probably too much, I'd say.
A lot as they tell their stories.
What I really don't understand is that I have never judged her for all the shit that she has done. I have never.
I don't think they understand jokes. Yeah, they absolutely can't comprehend the fact that they're just getting made fun of. They have no comprehension of what's going on.
Judged her. I've never treated her poorly. I have been nothing but...
You're like the butt end of a lighthearted joke.
Loving and kind.
Again, if you didn't want people to make this comparison, why did you call the video, I smoked my dead dad? It's clear, like, that's how you've described it. Did you sit down there and explain, so, anyways, my dad really wanted to be grown into a fucking cannabis plant's ashes? Or did you walk up and say, I smoked my dad?
DeOrio. Keffels appreciated.
Be honest.
Then I do something that's unique and, like, sacred. And I get that it's unique, and I want to tell my friend in person, and then...
Then she described it as some YouTuber came up to me. It's just very degrading, and if any of my friends were like, oh, Justine's...
Dude, all I get from this is that Tana's like, I'm exhausted, I didn't adequately plan for this, it's in kind of a shitty location that I didn't want to be at, I had to go all the way to downtown LA, and the minute I get there, and I'm just trying to get ready to do this fucking thing, and I'm wearing this uncomfortable outfit, some fucking person walks up to me and starts telling me that they smoked their dad as a fucking marijuana plant. What is my life? It sounds like that's what she's trying to say, and Rosanna's taking it personally.
Cannibal. I'd be like, shut up. You're being dumb. Like, it just shows you the exaggeration and the anger.
Way, shape, or form.
And I'm just like, geez Louise, what?
And now wait, you're saying that they're not... I just took her fucking word for it. Are they not friends? I just assumed they were friends because she said that. Am I wrong?
What did I wrote myself into, right? And we get to one of these, and again, it's not like negative. I'm still like very happy to be doing this, and like it's very much so for the...
She says, again, it's still not negative. I'm very happy to be doing this.
Despite complaining about every single thing, being mean, and now judging Ro and others. But she's so happy to be here.
She was not happy to be
I'm
there.
happy to be here. Do you a favor.
She didn't want to show up. She didn't want to be there. She left early. Like, she did the least amount of work out of anyone, any of the cast members. We were there for 2 days.
I think they know each other very casually. So that's like best friends in YouTube land, because none of these people are friends.
One day, again, okay, let's go.
Very much so for the final product. So I'm like, listen, I might have to suffer today, but like I'm happy nostalgic. You know what I mean? Like I'm happy I'm doing this, whatever, right? And we're in one of those buildings downtown where it's like floors and floors of like different set departments and like sets and stuff. And the set that we're shooting in is underneath the building.
EU a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
In the basement of this giant building downtown. So I walk down to shoot. My phone immediately goes on SOS. Okay.
no.
It's freezing outside, so it's cold. Of course, I'm dressed like a slut. I feel like this is always happening to me where someone has me dressed like a slut.
I like how she says her phone immediately goes to SOS. It's like you're down one flight of stairs.
Yeah, if you walk up one flight, it goes up. And I just want to remind everyone, on all the sets that I've been on, you're not supposed to have your phone on set. On NCIS, they did not allow me to have my phone on set when we were filming at all, even during downtime, during breaks.
Okay, but like, are you telling me that nobody has their phone on them? Okay. All right.
No one's on their phone.
It's actually uncommon to have cell service because you're normally on a set in a big warehouse.
Where someone has me dressed like a slut and it's fucking wintertime.
She also plays victim here, and this really bothers me, is she says, someone has me dressed like a slut. Like, they
just give you the little stickers to put over the camera, right? Is that uncommon? I'm pretty sure they give you a little sticker and you put it over the cameras that like wraps around the phone.
Making me wear these things.
Who do you think that person is that made her do that?
That would be.
I have like a unique understanding of this only because of something very recently, and that's extremely funny that I can actually engage with this conversation.
Herself. That would be herself, Mike, because Joey let us pick free range anything we wanted to wear. He said okay, and he said if you wanted to bring your own outfit from home, you could. You could do whatever you wanted. And that's what I did. I brought my own outfit. My outfit was actually inappropriate because...
Yo! 10 gifted! Thank you, Alf Stewart, Dungeon Master.
It was so low that my boobs were popping out, my nipples were popping out, which I didn't have a problem with, but this is going on YouTube, so I didn't want Joey to get censored.
Yeah, demonetized.
Demonetized, so they actually, wardrobe gave me a jacket.
And I remember them asking Ro, like, here's like 4 or 5 options. One of them's prom queen, one of them's this and that. And Ro was like...
You, Nick? I really like you.
Let the other cast pick whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'll either
take what's left. Because I'm so chill, I don't care.
Yeah, she'll either take what's left or make her own outfit. We ended up making her own, and that's how...
Wait until you see why Tana was upset about not having phone service.
I'd like to give a big
Can we zoom ahead a little bit? Because
Nicholas
this is
DeOrio.
getting, like, a lot. Let's hear more Tana. I need more Tana.
30s.
I need to inject more Tana mojo into my veins.
So, I don't think she's using the word rickets right.
And here they are laughing about it. She's just insulted
Every
people who
person
she
on the
believes
production
is below her, and now she's laughing about it. Hee, mean girl energy.
Again, 90% of the time, you'll be on a set with all men, and they're all very just like normal, like younger. They're vibes.
Younger. There we
now the truth is coming
go.
out.
They're a vibe.
Yeah.
All right. So I think what she may have been upset about is she should have said there was no cute guys, in her opinion. They weren't young enough. They weren't hot enough. And so she's just annoyed that these are grown men doing their thing, working.
And I don't know what set she's on. It's not. I've never been on a set that's just all men. If it's like a real production, I feel like she's just making that up. If it's a production of 3 people, maybe it'll be all men. But any real production, if it's like
It's
33
also
people,
like we're not there. It's not Tinder. Like we're not there to date the guys.
we're not
like,
there to judge people where they're from. Like, grow up.
They're not young enough? What? Who says that? On a production crew. This director's not young enough.
This shit would have been so much fun.
This
but everyone
producer's
was
not
too
young
old.
enough. This director's too ugly. Could you imagine saying that to a real director? Like, it's just...
Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's another sponsorship. Bro, this is the Toddy Westbrook of fucking food, dude. Of fucking kitchen attire.
From this production company just weren't giving full like
iia.co/Rosanna and use the code Rosanna for 15% off.
Dude, she has like one point and then a sponsor and then another argument and then a sponsor and then another argument and then a sponsor.
Respectful, like even just audio guys putting stuff on you, like they're gonna ask you, they're gonna make sure you're comfortable, whatever. These men from this production company just weren't giving that. Like, and it was just like
What's
very
the name
creepy.
of the guy?
Like I just the vibes, every interaction I have with every single
Nichorio.
person, like just the mic guy, it's like he's not asking me, he's all up in my.
So she says every interaction with every single person was weird or giving weird vibes or whatever. And it's like, no, I literally was next to Tana when she talked to several crew members several times. It was completely normal
What's
interactions.
the name
so
of
just based on what
the
I saw.
guy?
Thank you.
Keemstar
Oh,
Orbiter,
we hit the goal.
Nichorio.
Ladies and
Mr.
gentlemen, thank
Oreo.
you so much for hitting the goal. Oh, fuck. I'm going to lose the ball. Okay, we caught it. Sick with it. New goal, boys. We're in it.
In person with my own eyes, it already proves, in my opinion, that she is either exaggerating or just lying. And it's not to say when we get to the other actor what he said, it's not to say that that's didn't happen. But here she's literally saying every interaction with every person on the crew was weird. That's just not true. If you feel like every interaction was weird with every single person, maybe it's not them.
Here we go. Let's hear some more.
Not asking me, he's all up in my guts. He's like very weird, like heavy breathing, like complimenting me. Like I do appreciate a compliment, but it's like weird when you're underground in a basement.
Okay, so she's now saying that she's uncomfortable that somebody is treating her weird on set. I'm guessing.
I don't mean this in any disrespectful
I'm
way.
not guessing. That's what it sounds like.
But he wasn't heavy breathing because he thought Tana was hot and he was into her and he's like being creepy and slimy. He was heavy breathing because he was overweight and he was busting his ass. He was running up and down the stairs all day, working so hard. He was so kind, and he was out of breath because he was working his ass off.
Yeah.
He was
Oh
working way
my
harder than her.
God,
She doesn't like where
bro.
they are from. She doesn't like that he was breathing heavier than she would like.
She says something mean or he's ugly. Oh wait, there's some more complaints.
He looks so beautiful today, Tana, and they look like a fucking gremlin, and you're like, my phone's on SOS, and like it's just
time and place.
She complains that he compliments her, which he complimented everyone. I did not pick up that he was saying it in a creepy or hitting on you way at all. I think he was just giving kind compliments, and that's how it came across to me.
Well,
She just
talk
thinks
about
that everyone is obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Like it's something in upstairs where she's like, he was heavy breathing on me and hitting on me, and I'm like, he was heavy breathing because he was running around all.
This is one of those things where I could see it going either way, if we're being honest. It could absolutely be what Rosanna is saying. It could absolutely be what Tana is saying. It's just literally her story against her story. And his story isn't even involved because we don't even know who he is, so who really cares? Just wait.
I saw him like a lot of people, and he was very respectful. Again, I didn't see every single mic.
I feel bad for him.
Talent, but again, saying that every interaction was weird, that's just not true. Like, I saw him mic her at one time, and it was fine. It was nothing, yeah. So I don't know why she needs to now insult his looks. She doesn't like their age, doesn't like where they live from, doesn't like their looks. Is there anything she likes?
She doesn't like getting a compliment.
Yeah, I can't do that.
What I'm picking up is that like anything you do is wrong. Unless you're a hot dude, then you can do
Yeah,
no
you can do
wrong.
whatever
You can do whatever you want. That's not a healthy mindset.
And so eventually, I have a little side quest, okay? I'm solo from everyone else that I'm filming with, right? And I'm already just like 4 hours into this, and like...
Big work day. 4 hours.
4 hours. Shift, and I am
Woo,
dead.
I'm beat.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I only got 2 hours of sleep. It's because of this crazy situation where I had to work for 4 hours.
It is not the set's fault that you didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. She was just in a bad mood all day.
The whole thing of like what is being made is also very much not like things that I'm normally doing. Like I'm screaming and I'm running and I'm like physically exerting myself in so many ways that I normally like wouldn't be.
Yeah.
And so I'm just dead. And
she's doing things she wouldn't normally do. No, normally you don't film Escape the Night every day. And she knows exactly what Escape the Night is like because she's been in 2 previous seasons. And not only been in 2 previous seasons, but she...
Okay, but is she filming it every week, Rosanna? Does she film it every fucking week? It's not something she doesn't normally do. Okay, whatever.
She knows that those were a lot more time demanding, like vampire hours.
Rosanna is the erudite here? Maybe.
Or way crazy.
Way harder.
Way
These
crazy.
were easy mode. These were cakewalk. It's just a lot of exaggerating.
finally I have a little like side quest, right? And so along with the hired production crew, there's hired actors, right? And all of these hired actors are wearing masks, like scary, like horror nights, like horror actors almost, right? And so I have this little side quest with one of these horror actors, okay? And so I get dragged into a freezer, okay? A meat freezer. There's like things hanging from like the ceiling, like whole nine.
Never that.
And there's a camera on me getting dragged by this man. And then they're like, okay, your next scene is that you're gonna be chained to the ceiling.
I'm just going to explain something for context because I think that that is very important. I think it's lacking in this, is that we were playing tag.
A children's game.
A children's game on a creepy decorated set. We went over all of this in rehearsals, so she's acting like this is shocking her. Like she got dragged by something and dragged into a room and hung up. We went over all this in rehearsals, so it's not shocking or surprising to her.
And the dragging was like a scene. It wasn't
The
something
scene was
that
fake.
unexpectedly
Right.
happens. They
So
literally like ran through it.
For safety, what we did is the monster, we were playing tag, and if the monster tagged you, then you were captured. And then they would stop, reset, and then he would do this
Yeah, oh, she had to do a children's game. I don't know. Okay.
fake capture, fake dragging you
I thought they stopped Escape the Night. Yeah, this is like 10 fucking years ago.
over to
Rosanna got 4th place in tag. Oh, her neurons are firing here.
timeout. And then you'd sit there in timeout. You didn't have to stay there. You could have left because as soon as the cameras are done, you could do whatever and hang tight while the cameras are still going playing tag. It's a planned thing. They also did this for safety because they didn't want a monster to just grab us and actually drag us away. So for safety, we did tag. We were told we were going to be tagged, touched, gave permission, all of these things. To say that she's shocked about being dragged, that's not what happened.
And now she's mentioning the meat freezer.
The meat freezer. Mike, tell us about the meat freezer.
So she's honestly making it sound like she's getting drugged into a meat freezer with actual meat, and she's actually freezing. Neither of those
There's
things are
no
true.
actual meat on
I
site.
don't-
The
I don't-
props were made out of plastic.
Yeah, I don't think this freezer has been used in like 50 years. I don't think it works.
It's a non-active freezer, and there's not even a door, you guys. It doesn't even close. There's a partial wall. It's totally open. The basement of this building is open concept, so they have hallways, but all the rooms
Okay.
connect, and it's
I
there's no
don't
real door.
care. I don't care.
Either a lie or an exaggeration. Nobody was tying her to the ceiling.
Nope.
The only thing that is
None
not
of
true
these
is,
things
your
sound
phone on SOS too.
significant to
Yeah.
me.
I know you're
Permission to play a video, and I'm going to play it in this video, and it's basically going to clock the lies, and I really want you guys to see these chains that she keeps referring to. And what I really don't like is that she keeps talking about them and painting the picture that she's actually locked to the
They
ceiling.
crowdfunded a recent Escape the Night, and this was about the filming. Oh, okay, so this was recent. It had to be recent because she did the podcast, right?
Spread the misinformation.
Yeah.
And that's why when people are like, there's no perfect victim, or she's just exaggerating, but this other thing happens. I agree. There's no such thing as a perfect
Breaking
victim. When you go
news: Tana exaggerated on a. Yeah, I mean it's a fucking YouTube podcast.
on your own podcast to millions of people that you have full creative control over. She is choosing to intentionally exaggerate
And lie.
And there are people out there who don't understand that and are now continuing to spread that misinformation.
Like, and I understand, like, if you're part of the production or whatever, or you worked really hard on this and she's just bashing the fuck out of it, I understand being upset about that too. Obviously. But, like, I don't know. This is just a lot.
And here's just one example, but you can find plenty on all these different podcasts and stuff.
Okay, so the chains were hanging from the ceiling, but again, no one is locked in. No one can never knock it out. At the bottom, there's these big loops. The loops were so big that you had to hold on to look like you were.
Oh, guys, new
in there.
sponsor.
Yeah, you're not dangling. You're standing on the ground. You have to put your hand.
Bullshit to just make that stuff up to make it sound worse than it was because you want to tell a crazy story without thinking how it affects Joey. And
The problem with this podcast is they establish one argument, and then, so Rosanna goes, okay, so Tana Mongeau lied here. And then the guy goes, yeah, so Tana Mongeau lied here. And then she goes, yeah, it's crazy that she lied here. And then he goes, yeah, it's actually super crazy that she lied here. And she's like, yeah, but she also lied here. Yeah, it's super crazy. This lie is crazy. And then they run a sponsor. And that's like this whole fucking podcast. Is they just sit there and repeat themselves 52 fucking times. And then they run a new sponsor.
How happy Brooke's face is when she's on her rant.
Yeah.
She's just living to be a mean girl. She's like, oh, I love this. I love tearing people down. I love spreading misinformation. Let's go. Okay, ladies, let's go.
Like, you're lying. You're lying. What do you mean I'm being changed?
You're lying. You're lying.
You're right, girl. You are lying. Let's move on.
Being chained to the ceiling in a meat freezer in a gown right now at 9 a.m. downtown, and this YouTuber just smoked their dead parent. What do you mean? Okay.
Oh, we're still in the dead parent thing. This is like 3 seconds of real-time podcast. This girl has like 6 minutes of podcast that she stretched into 2 hours, I'm guessing.
Their evidence and or their photos, and can I see them?
Right. I think I do.
Hey, thanks for asking, Brooke.
I do have photos, and I do have videos, and I have evidence.
I think I do have some photos, actually. And so then the camera guy walks away, and now I'm just in this freezer.
So the camera guy walks away, and that means your scene's done, you can leave. So she chose to hang out in the freezer with the actor. I had the same choice. And again, she reiterates the lie again that she's locked in there and can't move.
Keemstar
Like
Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
The picture of you sitting with Vine Sauce. Dude, Vine Sauce was chill as hell when I met him.
Trapped.
I think he drove me back to the pen.
And that was not the case. That is a blatant lie.
Chained to the ceiling
No, you
with
weren't.
a man in a horror mask, right? And he starts talking to me, and he's like, hey, I'm JJ. And I'm all,
Hey.
hi, JJ. I'm Tana. Like, literally chained to the ceiling. I'm like, this is fucking kind of creepy. Like,
So she, again, is saying I was chained in there, I was trapped in there. She wasn't. She says this like a dozen times. She can literally just go like this, and then all of her problems
You have
go
to
away.
you just let go. That's how you get out.
No one chained her to a ceiling.
No. Fact.
now there's no cameras. Like, the set, it was huge down there as well. So, like, the nearest people were, like, 25, 30 feet away, whatever, right? And this man looked
In this video, she says they were 25, 30 feet away. In her recent
Nicholas
video, I think it's episode 110, she says they're 100 feet away.
Dude, they're 25, then they're 100. Like, this is just, like, regular exaggerations. Like, I don't understand why this is a big deal. Okay. Cool.
having you chained up. No. This is my dream, having you chained up.
So I would scream
and
out
then he
loud.
goes,
Yeah.
perfect. And I'm so, and then I just look at him, and I mean, again, arms, I'm chained up. I mean, I'm
Again, she's not chained up.
kitten, I'm fucking livid. I turn to him and I go, what the fuck did you just say? And he looks at me and he goes, nothing. Like, it was better you didn't hear it anyway. And I'm like, bitch, I heard you.
Wait, what?
I heard you. I'm in this meat freezer. And this man went,
Okay.
and then he's just like laughing. Imagine.
If that happened, it kind of justifies most of Tana's story.
Well, no meat, a very, very old, unoperational,
I guess, yeah, no
previously
full hair, no full
used
hair.
freezer, and now is a studio.
So up to this point, Tana has basically exaggerated or lied about
Most everything.
And this is, I think this is the worst of the situation where she says that
He said something
weird-
inappropriate to her.
inappropriate to her. We weren't there for that.
No.
I believe she probably was in that room with just that guy, so the only other person who would know is that guy. And obviously, if he's saying weird stuff,
That's not okay.
yeah, of course that's not okay.
That's what I told her on set. She told me that the
Wait.
actor, this is quote, said something weird to her.
Yeah.
And
Wait! Hold on. Time out. Wait a minute. All right. So, she's now not sure if this happened, and apparently this story was told to her on set. So okay. Oh, hold on. This is
And I told
ridiculous.
her that's not cool, and I supported her, and I told her that she should go tell Joey because he'll put a stop to it.
What?
I don't know when she told Joey, but all she told Joey, he didn't have a lot of information to go on here because all she told
told him the
Joey
same thing.
is that the actor said something weird to her, and he said, well, I don't ever want you to feel uncomfortable like on set, so we'll just, I think she had a couple more scenes, but he cut them and filmed separately, and they were like going to fix it in post, and
And
like,
she didn't say what weird meant. There was no actual details. And so Joey just saw that she was uncomfortable and so separated them.
and I asked her the question, was he in character, like method acting, or was he himself? She claims that he was being himself. And I chose to believe her then, and it just makes it really hard to believe someone, not because of like who they are, but because when you tell a story where you're over-exaggerating so many things and lying about so many things, it makes it harder to believe you when it comes to serious things because it destroys your credibility, it destroys your integrity. So I think one piece of advice that I would give to Tana is just work on that.
It is just really hard to believe everything she says when 90% of everything else she said is either an exaggeration or a lie. And again, it's...
I didn't realize that about her too, because like I don't hang out with her. Like, I've worked together with her, but when I would watch canceled podcasts, I thought that she was telling
This
me.
is fucking crazy, bro. Dude, we're 50 minutes into this podcast, and I totally understand why Tana's freaking out. And, like, Rosanna doesn't have an actual rebuttal to it. It's just her seething. Okay.
Life stories. How I feel about her claim today is a lot different than I felt in the moment on set when she told me. When she told me, I was completely
Yeah, there's a difference between telling a story on camera and telling management and the issue.
supportive. I completely believed her. After seeing all this, I'm choosing to believe her because I am a girl's girl and I support other women.
Knowing what someone looks like.
So wait, that explains why she's freaking about, like, dude, and they play it out of context, because the whole clip in the beginning is like, dude, fuck men, I hate men. And then she stops, she's like, actually, even though I've had bad interactions with men, I don't hate all men, Tana. But we don't know the context for the reason why she's upset about this, is she's talking about somebody who made her uncomfortable on the set of a filming show. So she's saying, like, oh, this location is super shady and weird, But the context that she's saying that in is something weird happened on set. So we have to wait 50 minutes to find out that something made her uncomfortable on the set, which then goes back and retroactively adds context to everything else we've heard so far. And injured her later?
No, I was gonna say, like, what if he took the mask off and he looked like a Montana boy?
Did eventually took it off.
Nick, can I be your co-host? I'll just restate everything you said.
That's so
never
fucking
okay, by the way, but all of a sudden I'm like, my dream too.
So again, they bring it back to looks and are joking about, well, if he's cute, now it's kind of sexy.
But because he took his mask off and he wasn't cute, then now there's a problem.
Oh, he wasn't hot enough to fucking talk about chaining her to the wall.
He's creepy, now he's weird.
Right. It's really about looks with him. I didn't realize watching this how shallow they are.
I'll
Everything's
say
about
something
looks.
to you, Nick. I really like you.
Why?
It's very surface level.
Do we find out who sent CPS to Ethan Klein? We don't know the name, no.
Did he look like a Montana boy?
So they're objectifying them.
They're objectifying them. I just feel like that's really messed up messaging because it's like to a young audience, like especially young girls, saying like, oh, if guys are hot, they could treat you that way. And
That's great. You said it 16 times, Rosanna. Don't you have time for another sponsor segment?
This is my last scene of the day. I'm like, how much worse can this?
This was her last scene because Joey had to cut the other scenes. So she left even earlier.
Yeah, Tana said she has to leave early. I think she had a party, but she was going to go to urgent care to get her pinky looked at.
Yeah.
Which she never did.
No, she never went to the hospital.
Wait, why did she have to get her pinky looked at?
Tana, you were freed. You did it yourself. You just let go of the chain. Like,
Whoa.
Because I am a girl's girl and I support other women.
Knowing what someone looks like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what if he took the mask off and he looked like a Montana boy?
Did eventually took it off and did. That's so
never
fucking
okay, by the way, but
Okay, so they're just joking about the Montana boy thing and they're taking it ultra
Oh, now it's kind
serious.
of sexy.
But because you're joking, like, grow,
right?
Eventually, I don't know how I feel now. I feel very confused. I feel very conflicted.
And eventually, I'm freed, right?
Eventually, I'm freed. Here's how you free yourself. You just let go. She was never locked up. I was freed. Yes, Tana, you were freed. You did it yourself. You just let go of the chain and you're out. There's no locks. You were never chained up and could not move.
It makes it so much fucking funnier. Like, I'm gonna believe this, but like, it's me and and so this is my last scene of the day. I'm like, how much worse can this?
This was her last scene because Joey had to cut the other scenes. So she left even earlier.
Yeah, Tana said she has to leave early. I think she had a party, but she was...
I can't express to you the way it looked down there, like just like random saws and shit strewn about, whatever. I almost trip over a cord and eat shit in my kit, and you're like, I'm freezing, my phone's on, I'm tapped out.
I like that she's saying something that's bad is that she almost fell. She didn't fall. She almost fell.
Oh my god, dude. Every fucking thing that Rosanna says is horrible.
On her shoulder, and the same guy who came up to me and like said all that, like, he's still, mind you, he's still on set, he's still like doing his thing, he's whatever.
He's still on set because she didn't tell Joey what he said. All she told him.
I know, I heard you.
This other influencer away, and I have my hand on her shoulder, okay? And he's wearing these like big, like mitts, like prosthetic. It's not like human hands, you know what I mean? And he slams his fucking hand hard as fuck on her shoulder, and my hand is on her shoulder, and my pinky inverts. My pinky inverts, okay? Mind you, everyone is screaming because like someone's getting taken away. So now I'm like at the top of my lungs because he just broke my pinky. The same man who literally assaulted me in a freezer just broke my pinky, and no one even knows I'm in pain because like everyone else everyone is screaming. Everyone thinks that bitch. Put that on my IMDb, okay? Breaks my.
It escalates so quickly.
It does. She really goes far. So she said that he broke her
Okay, so then he injures her on set.
pinky. I do not believe that he broke her pinky. I think he sprained it. And
Oh my god, dude. She's fucking embellishing it for a fucking stream. She's not naming this random person. Actually, I think the doctor called it a sprain.
and she said a week later it felt fine.
And then now...
Who cares?
What this guy did is she has now upgraded it to assault.
Just broke my pinky, and no one even knows I'm in pain because like everyone else everyone is screaming. Everyone thinks that bitch. Put that on my IMDb, okay? Breaks my. And now
I bet it was believable as fuck that he ate in that scene.
Girl, I can't even believe. Like my pinky's just now fine. It's like been a week. I like was in 10 out of 10 of pain. Like still had more shit to shoot.
But I will say that I do not think she broke her pinky. And if I'm wrong, Tana, upload that X-ray. Upload that X-ray.
It's like been a week. I like, was in 10 out of 10 of pain. Like still had more shit to shoot.
Who
And then now
cares?
this guy is like apologizing to me.
Who cares?
Mind you, didn't look like a Montana boy.
Insults his looks again.
She's actually insulted everyone on the crew and most of the cast at this point.
Called most everyone ugly. First she was complaining that he had the mask on.
Wait, she assaulted Dude, this guy's like, actually, you upgraded it to assault. Now she's assaulted everybody on set.
Because she didn't know who was behind it. Then he takes the mask off, and then she's also complaining because now he's ugly, in her opinion.
Now she's complaining that he's apologizing.
He's apologizing profusely, and now that is annoying her. Now she's complaining about him apologizing. Mike, do you think she would complain if he didn't apologize?
Oh, absolutely. She doesn't want to be there, so nothing that happens she'll like.
But Mike, she's happy to be there.
Oh, she's happy.
So happy. She's a really happy person. This is probably one of the happiest people.
I can't.
Following me around set, like apologizing to me for like breaking my finger. And I'm like, this is my worst nightmare. Like now I'm consoling this man. I'm like, it's okay.
Ugh, she's like spewing real blood. They're like, damn, FX is getting good.
So he genuinely apologizes, and she rejects an apology.
Yep.
But she
You weren't expecting that sound there.
goes, it's fine.
That's like actually like such a scary fear, like getting actually murdered or something on like a murder movie set.
No, it's so.
Who has that fear of getting murdered on a
Rosanna
murder
believes
set?
all the
I'm just
victims she
like, well, I'm
likes.
sorry. Ew.
True. Fucking true. Just as long as they're not those Delaware guys.
Just left with like. It was one of those days where I was really like, God, I hate the male species. Like I really left with this just like extreme frustration and anger and disdain, and it's just so frustrating too because I feel like it's like, you know, like everyone else is dressed in their ways, and I know it's very neat to have like my tits up and like be all like blonde, like whatever. But like in that environment, it's so awful. Like it was just like I couldn't even.
She picked the outfit.
It has nothing to do with the person.
She picked the outfit and knew the environment.
And like you can't assume 40 out of 40 men are all going to be not creepy.
In fact,
right?
you can't assume even
that.
Yeah.
And it's like
41 out of 40, they're always gonna be creepy. Yeah.
It was so not on him, and like I just want to stress that enough. But I could not believe it, and I'm just like really thinking to myself too, like. I just couldn't believe it. Like when I was in that freezer, chained to the ceiling.
All right, we're good with this. Let's check out what some of the people were saying, because to be honest, they probably know more about this than I do. Just watch the video and, oh, Rosanna, what are you doing? This was a really hard watch. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well, because Tana, as problematic as she was, I don't think she meant to be malicious talking about her. Lately, she's been talking about other people as well, and has talked about feeling harassment on Escape from the Night. It was annoying that Joey was being so dismissive as well. I don't like it when people say they have receipts, but then don't show them in the video. All she showed was a clip at the end, but it didn't show her with Tana, so I can't say she has proof. Remember when Rosanna just made wait, how did she have fucking footage on? Don't people not have phones on set? How did you have phones on set?
There's hot fresh soup too. Okay.
Wait, I thought people don't have fucking phones on set. That's what we just learned.
Yeah, that is so disgusting.
I feel sick. I feel ill.
Literally.
Okay, cool. That was helpful. Thank you, Rosanna. Appreciate it. That's not her boyfriend, that's her husband? Damn. Okay. I don't like it when people say they have receipts but don't show them in the video. All she showed was a clip at the end, but it doesn't show her with Tana. Remember when Rosanna said just made crazy impressive cakes and humble bragged about how petite she is? No. No, I don't. I don't remember that. I'm honestly glad that I've learned nothing about her. Let me see. Boom. Why is Rosanna becoming a drama channel? She needs to go back to making cake. Same reason H3H3 is a podcast now. Oh my god, we can't escape the Ethan drama. We literally can't escape the Ethan drama. Rosanna's so hypocritical in this, calling Tana and co mean girls while victim blaming and casting doubt on Tana's experiences. This whole video in the context of what she said was spoken about Mr. Beast saying that Tana/Trisha are just manufacturing drama because it's slow time, while putting an egregious number of mid-rolls in this video. They're not even mid-rolls, they're full sponsor segments. I can go on, but hypocrisy is something I haven't seen in a long time, so disappointing. So, alright, this happens, and then Trisha Paytas calls it out. Now, this Trisha segment is significantly shorter, and I'm assuming there's much more blood to be drawn.
Re-engineer their food to buy...
Is that Moses? That's not Moses, is it? Who is that?
There might be... it might not be as effective, those drugs, as they are now.
I mean, that seems like a lot of work to have to go into that, like, scientifically.
So is this like the evil Ethan Klein podcast? This is the H4 show?
Is it like...
They've just got a different Klein.
They do that all the time. I mean, all the ways to junk food is science. It's not real food.
I see.
So it's all engineered
but how do you
anyways.
bypass it, thinking it's healthy or what? Because when you're on Ozempic, aren't you, like, craving healthy food?
I don't know that you're
not
crave...
So, how are they going to bypass the hunger?
I think it's like, how when you eat fast food, you want more.
Okay. Jumping ahead, if YouTube wants to let me. I love YouTube, by the way. Have I mentioned I love YouTube?
And I felt like this one was... It was... at first, I didn't see her talk about me. I saw her talking about Tana, and obviously I'm friends with Tana, and I would say we're friendly. You know what I mean? Like, we don't hang out outside of the podcast, but every time I see her, I love her, and she's been so great. And me and Tana have a podcast, so my initial reaction was to defend Tana as I would anybody in this situation. But basically, Rosanna was calling out Tana for lying about her Escape the Night treatment, and it was a tough watch. It was a tough watch because.
I think it's pretty tough because she's horribly, not entertaining. That podcast is a tough watch, even if she has something interesting to say.
Because Tana, obviously, there was something that happened that was inappropriate on the chat. Everyone knew. Rosanna was like, she told us weird stuff happened.
I feel like I need to hire an editor for Rosanna to cut that into something watchable so I could react to it and hate watch it on stream.
DeOrio.
That day.
Thank you, Bungus.
I'm always coming in late. Anyway. Smash or pass? Denims.
Chat, you answer that question. No, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know if that's TOS.
She's like, Tana just came to us and said weird stuff happened. And Mike's like, we don't know what the weird stuff was, but she said weird stuff. So obviously there was something. Joey knew an issue. Rosanna herself
with a mute button
says Joey addressed it on set, and that was it. It was an error, but he fixed it. Just giving so much grace to this production of Escape the Night.
Kefel's appreciated.
Really, so much victim shaming on Tana's.
Yeah, it's I don't know, dude. That whole fucking thing is just like, hey, listen, I love men, and I think that Tana's bad, and her her situation was probably not as bad as she described it because she lies on podcasts and stuff. If she'd lie about how good the filming location was, why would she not lie about being assaulted during the event?
Rosanna's part to Tana and Mike's too. They admit that they weren't down there when anything was happening. They admit that she was alone with this guy down there. And yet they still were just saying how much she was a liar. They just kept calling her a liar.
I don't know, Trisha. I can't stand Trisha, but she's kind of spitting fire here. I don't know.
Careful's appreciated.
This seems pretty reasonable so far.
Dissecting her story when she's on her podcast, which is for entertainment, and it's her story to tell, so it's her right to tell it however she wants to. You know, if she wants to add, it was 50 feet away or 100 feet away, like whatever details. She can tell it the way she wants to. It's her story to tell.
Hey, we get the goal. Thank you.
But what I'm saying is, like, they dissected her story as if that was in court evidence. Like, oh no, it was. She said it was 50 feet. Then she said 100 feet. So she's a liar. I'm like, that's not the point of her story. And if she wants to exaggerate, change it a little bit. Maybe she doesn't remember at the moment because also when trauma happens, you don't remember everything.
And I couldn't tell you the difference between 50 feet or 100 feet. I don't know how far away you are from me now.
But the thing is, so they dissected everything up to the moment that the thing happened.
What the fuck happened to Trisha? I remember Trisha being like a fucking unhinged horror cow. This is like a totally reasonable, like... Has she been, like, medicated? What's going on? This is like a totally reasonable podcast.
And then they said we weren't there.
She's mellowed out? Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't see what happened. And then they dissected everything that happened after. I'm like, that is the main thing.
Yeah.
That is the story.
She was alone with a man that made her uncomfortable, that verbally assaulted her, that verbally told her inappropriate things, and nobody...
Like, this is like a lucid moment.
Else was in the room.
So
But they basically, they admitted that they weren't there, but so much of it...
I mean, I appreciate her doing this on the one time I have to watch her stream. This is actually very enjoyable.
Was, she was chained up. It's like, and the faces, the mocking, all of it made me so mad. I was so mad because Rosanna, to me, up to this point, has been nothing but like so sweet and kind and very like compassionate and empathetic.
Yeah, Rosanna's a fucking monster, and you didn't know her well enough.
And just like...
Rosanna is a vindictive monster.
Giggling, making faces, saying no, that didn't happen.
Like a fucking tier 1 clinger, tier 1 hater.
They're like, that didn't happen. That's just a lie. And I was like, but you guys also said you...
She's got like the fucking drive of 1,000 snarkers.
Weren't there. So like, how do you know? Basically, they were saying she could have put her arms down any minute, that she wasn't chained up. That wasn't a thing. And I was like... it infuriated me so much. One, you're not there. You're just not there. You didn't see any of it. You admitted that yourself. You're not there. You're calling this person a liar based on the fact that...
Yeah, Rosanna's sweet to people she likes, but she hates dum-dums. True, I can see that. I imagine that she's very friendly to people that are on good terms with her. But like seeing the Mr. Beast stuff, seeing this stuff here, seeing her go... like she's kind of flown off the handle over the fucking comment about the dead dad. Like the dead dad weed shit that she put out on the...
Orbiter, Nick
like she put that out into the ether.
Mr. Oreo.
It's extremely obvious that that's why that was created.
That, she's exaggerated in the past. 95% of her stories are exaggerated. As far as everyone knows...
to be alone in the room with the person.
Tana, you know what? People have always said this about her stories. Her story times are true. They're always true. If you exaggerate something, if you don't remember, I won't even call it exaggerating. I do this all the time when you don't know 50 feet to 100 feet, or they're like, there was a freezer, but it was a non-operating freezer in there. It's just like, there's no meat. Like you said, the dissecting of it, like you said, as if they were lawyers defending, like, just out of their doing this defense made me so upset, and just like attacking her character, being like, this is Tana, she exaggerates, she's what she do. It's hard to believe someone like this is so harmful and so damaging.
I can't imagine the Rosanna video was perceived well. It doesn't appear to have been. I didn't go through the comments there, but I'd be shocked if she was getting unanimous praise. It seems like a stupid fight to pick,
And Rosanna...
And again, her whole thing with the Mr. Beast stuff is like caring about victims, immediately goes to fucking victim blame. I don't know, dude. This is something that, like, people are saying, this is a waste of time to cover. Why are you covering? This is way out of your wheelhouse. This might be something that I should be spending time with next week, I think I need to go back to this and really sit down and kind of analyze the way that she's acted with Tana, because it's pretty interesting.
Of all people...
This might be very useful to me. Way more than I thought when I set up the segment.
People who started this whole Mr. Beast crusade because she was a victim of Mr. Beast, who her.
Oh, wow, bro. Wow, dude. Trisha's coming in with the hard hitting shit.
This whole Mr. Beast crusade because she was a victim of Mr. Beast, who her complaint about the Mr. Beast video she was in is that they edited her in the wrong order. She got 3rd place. They edited her to look like she got 7th place. And she felt very victimized by that. She felt
she made it her whole personality for like a fucking year.
Rally behind her, because it sucks to feel treated unfairly. She talked about her time here on Scream Queens, where she said she felt uncomfortable in compromising positions. It happens. She knows firsthand it happens, and how many people criticized her for the Mr. Beast story. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, I think that was wrong. I don't think it's as bad as someone being alone with you and making sexual comments about you while you're in a vulnerable position. I think that's two very different things.
They're behind a mask.
They're behind a mask. It's documented to Rosanna. Tana said this happened. So Rosanna's there on set knowing.
Yeah, this is fucking like lock and key. Like she's getting annihilated by Trisha Paytas. I did not expect this at all.
Then the whole Pinky thing, mocking that, being like, we need to see those doctor records. We need to see the x-rays and make sure they're not doctored. It's like, who are you to be asking for...
I think the erudite claim is fucking right. Someone said she's like the erudite of this situation. Yeah, literally. This is literally trust but verify. But only when it's convenient.
Medical information on anybody. Like, it's... Like, who are you defending and why are you...
That's weird. Tana pissed her off. Bad faith video. Mr. Beast pissed him off. Bad faith videos. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a pattern of behavior is being established. Don't fuck with the baker. Do not fuck with the cake lady.
You defending. It felt very like...
I mean, good for Trisha. If this is how she is all the time. I mean, like, maybe I've been totally fucking unfair to her.
Just like possessed. Like, it felt very weird because I was like, is this for views? Is it for... Their biggest critique was, why are Joey and Tana talking about this on a podcast back and forth? Why are you inserting yourself on a podcast when
Not Tana, I meant Trisha.
You weren't even involved, totally assassinating this person's character when all you...
Trisha's been winning since she became a mom. She's been a legit person now. Good for her, dude.
You do is try to defend victims of Mr. Beast. How can you be a voice for victims, but then when it's Tana, just completely... I mean, it's long. The clips I saw were long. I don't know how long the podcast was.
Too long. Way too long.
Just constant berating, mocking, laughing, saying something didn't happen when you're not there.
And also, she never, ever said who that person was.
Yeah.
Who are you defending?
That person, Your Honor, was Jeffrey Epstein. Could you imagine? It's just like, you find out who it is, and it's like some deplorable content creator that everybody hates.
Like it's not like she went after his livelihood, after his life.
Nothing.
She didn't do any of that. Like, she literally took it, she said it to the production, she said it to Joey. After that, she told the story. Joey told the story. They apologized. Yes, they had back and forward. Because I'm saying, okay, who are they defending? Joey? Okay, so even in there, Joey said he apologized. He's sorry.
Joey apologized, didn't know.
If anything, again, the conversation was about a show that's going to air and going to happen.
Calling Tana unprofessional. Oh, Tana can be unprofessional, but no one else can. When has Tana been unprofessional? She showed up. And then, yeah, defending and being with Joey, being like, oh, Tana only thinks about herself. Like, what about Joey's feelings? Joey wasn't the victim. Joey isn't the one chained up in a vulnerable situation. No one was allowed down there. Tana told us a story that Paige wasn't allowed down there filming. She's alone with this guy. Everyone's saying she's alone with this guy. Mike is like, yeah, she was alone with the guy.
Yeah, if there's like any fucking ounce of truth to that story, it's completely fucking unhinged.
Everyone's saying this. You know, it's like she had nothing to gain. She wasn't going for this guy's livelihood, anything like that. Mocking her, saying that she did like a favor for Joey. All of it just was... It's like no one else's feelings need to be taken in consideration. Tana was the victim, not Joey. Why is she like, Tana's making this all about herself? It's because it happened to Tana. And then afterwards, Tana felt some type of way about no one taking like her seriously about the injury. And now Rosanna's questioning if she hurt her pinky. Well, we need to see those x-rays. We need to see if they were doctored. Like,
all right, I think I get the point. I don't think there's much about... What else is here? Let's see. Zoom ahead. We're kind of looping a little bit.
Versus Blake Lively. Joey admits there was something wrong. Apologized. Tana's like, I hurt my finger. This happened to me. She's not suing. She's not asking for anything. She's just like, this is my story. And you can tell your story, Rosanna, 5,000 times. And like, she's not allowed. Like, I don't.
Also, what they
I don't understand.
heard or experienced on set is nothing like Tana could leave that space, go home, and reflect on what happened and understand certain things
Mhm.
about it that are bigger and different from what was conveyed to them at that moment. You know, sometimes it takes time.
I want to see Trisha blink into one of her person. That might make this a bit more entertaining for me. Oh, let's see what we got here. Trish spoke against Rosanna Pansino's take on Escape the Night. The most shocking part of all this is learning that the guy sitting by Rosanna Pansino in the video was her husband, not just her gay best friend. Wait, what? Dude, somebody said this before. I thought they meant in the video. No way.
Nick, you need to do a stream watching chat music. Your community would die laughing.
Chat music? Like, you want me to do the music streams? I don't know. I feel like everybody's doing the music streams. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, wait. That guy was... No. That guy was fucking straight? What? I didn't know that. No, not Moses. They're talking about the guy sitting by Rosanna. They're talking about the guy that I just assumed was the gay guy with Rosanna. He isn't, but he is her husband? Wait, he's not straight? Wait, what? Rosanna has a gay husband? I don't know what's happening. Okay. That's crazy. Fun fact, he was a fairly popular StarCraft YouTuber years ago. Honestly, he's basically unrecognizable now. Also pretty generally disliked by the StarCraft community after disappearing for years with little to no explanation, then nuking his whole category of videos. They also basically nixed their entire friend group after Rosanna stood up her friends visiting from pretty far away without giving them any notice, then got mad at one of them for posting "sucks when your friend doesn't treat you well" vague tweet.
No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
He seemed super triggered when they quoted Wendy Williams. Thank God that period of time when no one was allowed to criticize Rosanna on anything because she called it Mr. Beast is over. Oh no, dude, she's losing them. If this exact thing happened to Tana on the set of Mr. Beast production, she would have had to... Oh my God, bro. Yeah, dude, this is on point. This is absolutely on point. Oh God, that's great, dude. Trisha sucks, but I agree with her in this situation. Ro did not need to do this petty 90-minute bullshit fest to address why she was upset with Tana. It seems like Trisha's name was used somewhere along the lines, too, regarding a bit about Ro smoking her father. So I don't blame her feeling betrayed about this when they were all apparently friends behind the scenes. Adam McIntyre even reacted to and stood up for Tana as well. He was really dick riding for Ro for a while. Yeah, obviously. Skinwalker. I just think it's another mask slipping moment for Rosanna. She seems like such a mean person on the inside. She's never seemed sincere to me, not even over a decade ago when she was friends with Dodger and the others. Uh-oh. Wow. Why do people follow Trisha? She's straight up stupid baiting all the time. Who cares what she has to say? Well, unfortunately, she's right. All right, now we get to watch Rosanna's cope response back to Trisha. I'm actually excited for this because I feel like this is going to be bad. What are the comments like? I still feel as though all this should have been handled offline. Quick question. When Tana said, would what Tana said actually hurt the employee's livelihood if she never said their name? Because the only person I really know associated is Joey, and she talked really positive about him. Why was this not the initial response? Seems like very measured and intentional. The situation should have been handled offline. Ro, oh my God. Okay. Jesus. All right. So some people are saying this video is better, but they're also saying Rebels. It never should have come out to begin with.
Welcome back to Ridiculous. I just got in last night from the plane.
Wait, Chad, did you not know this was coming? Holy shit. Someone's like, oh, I didn't even know there was more of this? This is what actually got me to cover it today. I'm excited.
We're traveling. We were on a fundraising trip, raising money for people who have been affected by the LA fires. They were pretty tough.
Dude, the LA fires sounds like an insane basketball team. All right, can we move forward a little bit?
Everyone deserves to.
Yep, I agree. Can we put a new sponsored segment here? I want to talk about fucking dude wipes. Let's go.
Problematic, but a really nice people because the crew was a mix of men and women whose livelihoods depend on their reputation. And Tana is in a position of privilege. And to use that privilege...
God, she just talks like such a fucking stuck-up bitch. It's so hard to watch her. Tana has to use her privilege because, like, you know, she's in a position of power.
spread lies about hardworking people just to make her podcast more interesting comes off
You just know when they say cut, she just starts laughing her ass off.
as very
It's like, holy shit, can you believe that I was able to do that for that long without giggling?
problematic to me. For example, what she said about the wardrobe team. She was saying that they made her wear this outfit. They put her in this slutty outfit.
Of course I'm dressed like a slut. I feel like this is always happening to me where someone has me dressed like a slut and it's fucking wintertime.
And that was just not what happened. They were really nice people. They provided multiple options. Joey gave us full free range to wear whatever we wanted. We could even bring outfits from home.
Oh, okay. So
And
is this version of events only going to be critiquing everything else and then like briefly mentioning the fucking, did she reorder this in a way where it's not obvious she's crying about the fucking smoked her dead dad meme?
wardrobe department provided her with 5 different outfit
She's just like changed the order of events here to make it a bit more palatable.
options, and she got to choose which one was her favorite. So by slandering and saying they forced her to wear this, well, they don't have a big platform to speak up for themselves. When this movie comes out and
Wait, you're saying the movie doesn't have a platform to defend itself?
credits roll, their names are public, and people are going to associate them.
Wait, you're saying they're gonna wait because of this one Tana Mongeau podcast? There's gonna be a fucking stink cloud on every single person in the credits is gonna have their life irreparably damaged by this podcast. The actors
doing things that they didn't do, and that's not fair to them. That's Tana making up stories that could negatively impact their life.
Nobody knows which person it is.
Livelihood. Like, it's risking the potential of those people not getting hired in the future, and that is
it can't.
Not okay. Some people listening didn't understand why I was so passionate about this, and it's because
she insulted you about your dad with the fucking weed thing.
I know some of the crew personally, and they don't deserve to be lumped in like that. Words matter, and they have an effect on people.
Is she wearing a fucking onesie? What is she wearing?
Their reputations and their livelihoods. I really want to emphasize that both of these things can be true. I think that it's wrong what happened to Tana. What that actor said and did to Tana is not okay. And I also think...
Wait, that's not your position from the previous video, really, is it?
Tana slandering the entire crew and making up lies about them is not okay. The point I was trying to make in the last podcast are both things are not okay. Trish even said that she's never seen me like this before, and that is because I'm really hurt. This, what I'm about to talk about right now,
her outfit is ridiculous,
is a separate issue. It has nothing to do with Escape the Night or being on set. Canceled podcast, Tana talks so negatively about how I honored my dad that it...
Oh no, bro. She's fucking doubling down, bro. And by the way, fuck you for that. It's so fucking funny. If you don't want to be fucking known as the girl who smoked her dead dad, if you don't clickbait the video, I smoked my dead dad, it's entirely your fault. Fuck you.
Triggered me. I still deeply feel the loss of my dad.
Then bitch, don't make it your fucking clickbait for the first episode of your podcast. If you're fucking, oh no, daddy, maybe you shouldn't use it to make money. That's probably, how many sponsors did you run on that one? Maybe not many, because it was the first fucking episode. Holy shit, dude. Womp womp.
And for her and Brooke and Paige to put it
Guys, this is my fucking dad you're talking about. Now, I might have made 15 tweets talking about smoking my dead dad and corrected every reporter on the subject and clickbaited my video and posted an entire podcast where I talked about it. But this is my dad you're talking about. My dad that's in that video and all those tweets. And I actually just walk up to random people in the set of movies and tell them about it. That's my fucking dad you're talking about.
Out there that it was illegal, insinuating that I'm a criminal.
Can we give 5 big booms for Rosanna Pansino's dad? Boom, 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 boom.
What's the name of the guy?
And that I was
orbiter?
I'm so
Oreo.
overtired.
Mr.
Holy
Oreo.
shit, dude.
cannibal, completely devastated.
Dude, she's trying to hit the waterworks, but she's not good enough of an actor for that. It would have to raise her pay rate.
Like, I thought Tana and I were friends.
Dude, you can hear it. She's trying to like muster out a tear for this. What a fake piece of shit.
Known each other for so many years. We've worked on projects together. I messaged her. I have looked to her for advice. Like, I literally invited her to my nephew's birthday. Like,
She made a joke about how you walked up to her and awkwardly said that you smoked your dead dad. at like 9 a.m. in the morning. It's not that deep. It's not that big a deal. You're fucking ticked off, and that's why you got yourself into this. Then you started to get hate, so you made a harder, more direct video on your fucking YouTube channel. It's so transparent what's happening here.
I've just never been through something like that. And I don't think that I have ever felt this upset. Like, I snapped. I'm going to pause right here and just play some of the clips of her mocking me, calling me a cannibal, and reducing me to nothing more than a YouTuber who smoked her dead dad.
That's I'm sorry. That's fucked up. Okay? You're the YouTuber who mooched off the Mr. Beast situation and made it about yourself for like 6 months. And the YouTuber who smoked your dead dad.
Me, calling me a cannibal.
I'm sorry, smoked the plant that your dad was poured into.
And
I had to correct that. I know you're very passionate about it.
reducing me to nothing more than a YouTuber who smoked her dead dad.
And you're not a cannibal, you're a cannabisal.
Like at 9:30 in the morning, I'm standing there like fully ready.
And fuck you, by the way.
Like in a fucking gown. And I'm having a YouTuber tell me that their parent just passed away and they turned their ashes into marijuana.
Banger.
And then they smoked their parent. And I'm like, it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm downtown and this YouTuber is telling me about how they smoked their dead parent. And
Is that against the law?
That's like cannibalism.
I
in
don't
some
know, dude.
Way, shape, or form.
I'm sorry, this clip's funny. I like this clip more in hindsight.
I'm just like, geez Louise, what did I rope myself into, right?
Like, this is just a casual joke in a conversation at your expense, and you're like taking it to the nth degree.
What do you mean I'm being chained to the ceiling in a meat freezer in a gown right now at 9 a.m. downtown and this YouTuber?
It was literally like, you just made a joke at my dad's expense that I farmed for money. So your bad experience on set didn't happen. And if it did happen, I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. That's her whole fucking, like, that's the whole first video.
YouTuber just smoked their dead parent. What do you mean? Okay.
It's hard for me to talk about this. I'm just extremely...
How is it hard for you to talk about it? You filmed the whole fucking podcast about it.
Still sensitive about this.
Okay, that is your fault, ma'am. That is your fault. Okay? Don't fucking make the podcast if you don't want to talk about it.
But for me, it crossed a line. That's my dad.
Fuck you.
When you're vulnerable and you open up and you share intimate details about your life
with your fucking closest friends and family, your thousands and fucking tens of thousands of viewers, holy shit, cry me a fucking river. Row your boat and cry me a fucking river, Pansino.
With the public, like, you expect random people to be judgmental, but
what's the name of the
not
guy,
your casual acquaintance that you
Nick
see every
Oreo.
so often?
Mr. Oreo.
It may not be something that they would do, but I wouldn't expect them to be mean or mock me. They were laughing at me and calling me.
Maybe you should just fucking call her offline and say, hey, that was kind of fucked up. I thought we were cool or something like that. Instead, you filmed a fucking crazy podcast with your straight husband.
A cannibal. A cannibal? I honestly...
Yeah, I think you eat children, Rosanna. That's my personal opinion. It's a joke for the record to the lawyers listening in the audience.
I don't understand why Tana didn't just talk to me, like, if I was annoying her, instead of...
I don't know. Wait, why didn't Tana talk to you? Why didn't you talk to Tana before you filmed the fucking long-ass podcast with 5 sponsors? What?
Blast.
She made a joke about you on a podcast.
It on the internet, on multiple podcasts. She didn't just go on one podcast. She went on multiple podcasts and mocked me over and over and over again for views. She may not understand this, but people have been harassing me since I uploaded the first episode of my podcast. Just to give you guys an understanding of some of the judgmental comments that I have been
Flash me on screen. I want to see it. I want to see my face. Put me on screen, Rosanna.
Receiving for months. I'm just gonna play a clip right here. It's of these 3 guys. They have a podcast where they usually just talk about sports. But
fuck, we lost it. We lost this round, but it's not over yet. Get ready for the next one.
They took a break from talking about sports
to talk about how you fucking puff past your dad.
To shit all over me and say some...
I can't put down my dad. I can't put down my dad. I can't put down my dad.
Some of the meanest, judgmental, and just... It's beyond cruel. Like, some of the things that they said is... Like, my dad deserved to die and shit like that. Like, it's just, like, straight up evil.
To me, that's a little bit over the top. Why wouldn't you just, like, roll one up and smoke it in his honor, I guess?
I mean, one, you're growing weed at your house, so I hope the authorities have berated that studio and got taken care of that. Yeah, you deserve to go to jail. This is a jail time thing for me.
Really?
Your jail time are 6 months under supervision of some authority.
Like, it's so clear that nobody watched her. Do you think she's mad about these comments or the fact that it's so obvious nobody watched her fucking podcast and they're just reacting to the announcement tweet because she's that uninteresting? Because it's like, oh, peak Mr. Beast, mid Mr. Beast drama. The only reason anybody's watching Rosanna is for the Mr. Beast updates, right? Then she puts out, like, I smoked my dead dad. That goes viral on social media. And then the podcast, like, nobody fucking watched the actual episode.
I just don't know how we got here. I just don't. At what point does it come to your head? You know what? When I die,
Smoke me.
Smoke me. Daughter, smoke me.
That guy was a cult leader. 100%.
Some people are better off dead. I mean, it's just.
This is oh my God. Okay, this is actually. All right. You know what? We're going to give some yardage. All right, we've been pretty fucking mean. We've been making a lot of jokes tonight. I'm going to give some fucking yardage here. This is fucking crazy. This is a crazy clip.
Truth. It might hurt some feelings, but, they just are.
Well, I mean.
His dad was a cult leader.
I just think his dying wish was terrible. I don't know if he did,
Even that guy's like optics checking his friend. Like, I don't know if he's a cult leader, Dave. That's a little crazy.
If that's your dying wish.
Mr. Oreo.
And she still can't cry one tear about it.
Oh my God. That's so fucking funny, dude.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
R.O. Cannibal Pansino.
How great was your? What? I don't know.
I mean, they spread information and said what I did was illegal. It's not. They said my dad was a cult.
Dude, every fucking pause, it looks like she's fucked up her hair more, so it gets like slightly more unhinged. Am I wrong? Okay, no, it was fucked up before. No, look, in this cut, her hair looks completely normal.
A virgin? No, I am not.
Dude, look,
why would so many people be Googling
dude,
that?
at this timestamp, her hair is completely normal, and then we cut back to Rosanna, and she just looks unhinged. What happened? What the fuck happened? Why did she just... Someone walked over and just fucked up her hair so she looked crazy.
Cannibal.
Wait. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Like the judgmental tone of...
She had to cry off camera? No, she had to make it look like it.
Video, it broke my...
Dude, wait, holy shit. I thought she was parodying Trisha. She's not. She's really crying.
My fucking heart.
This is so awesome.
And I think
I thought this was a joke.
I just snapped and I just saw red. And I think Tana hit below the belt.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Dude, this is so worth the last hour of setup.
Like, you do not mock your friend's dead dad. That is hurtful.
Yeah, maybe in like a fucking casual context, but like you posted a whole podcast episode about it. People might think that you're not unhinged when you openly talk about it with thousands of fucking people.
Nicholas
DeOrio? And that is me.
I appreciate you trying to appear non-biased, but you don't need to go in so hard with the fake rage against your first wife.
Good one, buddy.
It's
Thank
okay
you.
to defend her man.
This is so fucking unhinged.
I shouldn't have anything.
Did she forget she's like a YouTuber? Like, is this like
to do?
Where are the tears? They're off screen.
With the Escape the Night story. She threw me in there as she was talking about her negative experiences.
Yeah, she made a joke at your expense.
On set, and I was a part of the negative experience.
The what? The what?
Me in there as she was talking about her negative experiences on set, and I was a part of the negative experiences.
And it's also so fucking unserious that the camera is strategically positioned in a way where the microphone doesn't block her fucking cleavage while she's sitting here crying. It's so fucking this is like premium YouTuber that we're watching here. We're watching like everything in this set, to the stupid teapot, to the fucking way the drapes in the background are hanging down, to the weird choice of hair. It all centers on the fact that her cleavage is dead center pan in the middle of the screen.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffel's appreciated the shout out.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog is trying to find a seat.
At that, did she crack a smile there for a second?
Set, and I was a part of the negative experiences. Sorry, my dog is trying to find a seat.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
She's scratching around in her seat. This is why you have dogs. Sometimes they'll just like do
so when
silly
do we
things.
get to see her feet?
She's gonna pop a toe up at some point in this video.
And they'll make you laugh, and
She's 100%. Yeah, look there. She lost it. She smiled.
like they'll turn a sad day into a good one. It's been a weird week, and I just want to say thank you because I've seen
She knows she fucked up here, and she's just trying to paddle back.
thousands of comments.
She's trying to row back. Yeah, it's so fucking forced.
It's on T channels that have been supportive of me and understanding of why I feel the way that
YouTuber to the fucking bone here. Do not get it twisted. This is not a normal human being. This is a fucking cold-blooded YouTuber.
I do. Even people who don't agree with everything that I say, they at least are being supportive and understanding of why I feel the way
Row your channel gently off my stream.
that I feel. Like they get it. And I just want to say thank you because this just sucks.
Yeah, T. Martin ass clip. True for the fucking OGs in here who've been here since the fucking before my channel even existed.
People are like, well, you made a video to talk about her. Yes, in response, because she did it first. A lot of Tana's followers who just follow her blindly.
Dude, okay, you have to understand, there's like a fucking huge difference to just listening to a podcast where Tana's like joking about a fucking experience and talking shit about fucking a thing or whatever. And clearly what she said about you was a joke. So then you went out of your way to basically imply and cast doubt on like her story of like getting her fucking pinky sprained or broken and having a weird fucking interaction on set. Like you went above and beyond just saying like, hey, I think this is kind of fucked up. You went and like punched below the belt. And now you're getting shit for it because of course you sound fucking unhinged. Like you were literally just overreacting to a joke and you took it like to the nth degree. And now you're kind of doing it again, but this time you've turned the waterworks on.
Through everything that she does, they were saying
it's so dramatic. Yeah, I know. It needs like dramatic music in the background.
Well, Tana wasn't mocking you. She didn't use you by name. What other famous YouTuber has done what I did? It's a very unique thing. It's not hard to figure out. You know the tone. You can see right through it. I'm not the only person who thought that this was messed up. There was other commentary channels who noticed it, clocked it, and said something. I'm going to play a clip right here.
Please tell me, please, for the love of God, please let it be one of them.
I don't think Rosanna.
Oh, no! It's Jessie Smiles. No, bro. Rainbow babies.
And it deserves the slander, okay?
Dude, do you remember we criticized... Dude, I'm never going to forget this. I criticized this woman, Jessie Smiles. By the way, she knows who we are, actually. Or at least knew who we were back then. And they told me, Nick, you cannot criticize Jessie Smiles right now. Are you aware that she has her rainbow baby? If you criticize Jessie Smiles, you might be responsible for what happens. I remember this fucking plain as day. You can't say anything about Jessie fucking Smiles because she has a fucking rainbow baby. That's what, dude, holy shit. A rainbow baby is okay, so if you have a miscarriage, your next baby is considered a rainbow baby. So they're saying that by criticizing her, you're creating stress on somebody who already had a miscarriage. Thus, I'd be responsible if something happened to her. Yeah, that was some shit people were actually fucking saying about me. Holy shit, dude. That was a long time ago. Jessie Smiles is the either the main protagonist or the main antagonist in the Gabby Hanna war, depending on what side of it you're on.
Trying to make some conversation.
Like it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm downtown and this YouTuber is telling me about how they smoked their dead parent. And
Is that against the law?
That's like cannibalism.
I don't know, Jude.
Okay.
And I'm just
okay. All of you.
Wait, who's the one on the left? Is that the crazy schizo woman? Honestly, if that's the crazy woman, I like Jessie more. Who's the one on the left?
Stop it.
I was
That's
like,
not
leave
a thing.
Rosanna Pansino alone. It was a touching, like it was a sweet gesture that she was.
Cannibalism? Do you know what cannibalism is?
No.
Yeah, I think it's eating people, Jessie. I think Lily. Okay, all right. Lily Marston is actually fucking psychotic. I like Jessie more, and I don't like Jessie that much, but I like Jessie more than Lily. Lily's fucking psychotic.
Like, ask Army.
And I just wanted to explain a little bit of why that made me feel so.
But again, I don't even think their clip is that bad.
Stop it. Yeah, I was
That's
like,
not
leave
a thing.
Rosanna Pansino alone.
Like even they're laughing about
touching,
this. Like,
like-
leave her alone. Oh my god, do you even know what cannibalism is, girl? Like I don't. Okay, this isn't like a scathing rebuttal. It just seems
Like, it was a sweet gesture that she was.
Cannibalism? Do you know what cannibalism is?
No.
like they're laughing.
Like, ask Army.
And
I don't think they did anything wrong. I don't know.
I just wanted to explain a little bit of why that made me feel so upset, and I hope you guys have a better understanding of that.
What did Lily do? She wrote some. You got to go back and look. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Wrote something completely psychotic on Twitter. I don't remember what it was. I just remember she's psychotic.
And I totally get that not everyone will understand.
This is like 2021 or 2020. I forget.
I actually agree with Trish. I just saw on
I don't think I've talked to Gabby in like 3 years. It's been a long fucking time, dude.
her latest video that she posted that I don't want to make drama videos going back and forth and back and forth. Like, I reached out.
Do you know that Jesse and Lily are getting sued by the crazy TikTok lawyer that went after Petty Page? Shit. Maybe I should take a look at that. That's kind of fucked. What did they do? What did they do? Wait, a TikTok lawyer went after Paige? All of my enemies are getting sued. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I gotta take a look at it. They won? Oh, good for them.
Privately to Trish and apologize for anything that I said that upset her. I told her in my message that I thought she agreed with Tana about being illegal and a cannibal, and I thought they were sitting together and laughing.
They called her Janet instead of Jeanette. Are you kidding me?
Fun of me on her.
They won the lawsuit already? TikTok lawyer's insane. Well, good for them.
Podcast.
I walk in and I love it's 9 a.m. downtown LA and I haven't slept for an hour, and she's telling me about how she just and I podcast about this, and then all the comments are like, she's talking about never do that. She's lying. And I'm like, why? Where do you people get off thinking that I would make that up?
I have a text.
I gotta go back. I didn't hear a word of what Tana just said.
And I love it's 9 a.m. downtown LA and I haven't slept for an hour, and she's telling me about how she just and I podcast about this, and then all the comments are like, she's talking about never do that. She's lying. And I'm like, why? Where do you people get off thinking that I would make that up?
I have a text that says that. She texted me that's what she was doing. Yeah.
But after hearing Trish's response, I believe her. I believe that she wasn't judging me or making fun of me. I'm not upset with Trish. I am upset with Tana. I also
Okay, but I don't understand what... Okay.
told Trish that I was sorry to hear about what happened to her downtown LA because I didn't know that information. She shared her deeper feelings about it, and then I shared my deeper feelings with her. I expressed to her that I grew up in a very poor area with a very...
I'm probably doing the Rosanna... Not the Rosanna. I'm probably doing the Nerd City stuff on, like, Tuesday. So if you're here for Nerd City, good night, guys, because it's already 1 a.m. here. We're way too invested to move.
Very high crime.
And that's a 50-minute video, so that's 2 hours. I'm not streaming till 3 a.m.
I'm great. And this is something that's sensitive to me too, because I was constantly talked down to and treated very poorly for much of my life because of it. So to hear people like Tana talk down about the people who live downtown, as in the rickets of LA, it just brought back.
Oh my god, dude, they're talking down to the... Holy shit. Can you see the spin that's being put on that statement right now? Wow. Oh my god, dude. Dude, all the poors down there are going to be so upset with hearing this.
A lot hurt.
You walk in and the production company is all men from like the rickets of Los Angeles.
Tana was talking about them like they were less than. She was saying like, ew, gross, I have to work with people that are from the rickets of LA.
Like, and it was just like very creepy. Like,
yeah, she's articulating that she felt uncomfortable, that people there look kind of shady, and then something bad happened to her there. That's what she's trying to articulate. She's doing it over dramatic wise, but
I just the vibes with every interaction I have.
Yeah, it's such a virtue signal too. Like, oh, I happen to know people who live in the rickets of Los Angeles. In fact, I've interviewed one on the streets. They think that Tana Mongeau's words are very harmful.
With every single person.
A lot of people don't understand where I grew up and how I grew up.
Rosanna's going to start interviewing like every person Tana's ever met. Like, this is not over. This is going to be like a 6-month feud.
It's honestly something that I don't really want to think about. I've worked really hard to get to the place I am now in life, and I feel more comfortable opening up about my past. I have many stories about that, but a story that really hurts my heart is one time my sister and I were hanging out with some new friends, and someone asked my sister where she was from, and she answered them, and they went, ugh, turned around, turned their back to her, and just walked away. And that's how we were treated because of where we were born. My family didn't have a lot of money growing up. I grew up with Molly 2 blocks from the projects. If you walked out the front door of my house.
Oh my God, this is so fucking funny, dude. She's just trying to pull every emotional heartstring card she has left to try to look good in this situation. The horror. Oh, you had a bad interaction.
My neighbor.
Dude, once in your 50 years of life, you had a bad interaction about where you grew up. Wow.
2 houses.
Who cares?
Down, ran a chop shop. My neighbor 3 houses down on the corner were 2 neighborhood boys that we grew up with who one of them got involved in a gang.
You grew up by the Island Boys?
And
oh, no.
they were violently killed.
No, the Island. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, never mind. Joke removed. Joke rescinded. Not even gonna make it.
We
never
grew
mind.
up with who one of them got involved in a gang and they were violently killed.
Well, all right. Now that we know that her I understand this. So we needed to find out that her neighbor was violently murdered when she grew up to understand the dangers of Tana Mongeau's casual podcast rhetoric.
In the street, my other neighbor raised dogs, Rottweilers, to fight them.
Who cares?
And one of them got loose, and when I got off the school bus, I'm like, home from school, that's right, motherfucker! School, and one of the Rottweilers attacked her in our front yard.
Who cares?
Blood everywhere. My dad had to run out and break it up, and the amount of violence and just shit that I've seen at such a young age and for such a long time. They had meth labs blowing up all the time. My high school even got shut down multiple times. Like we had a drill.
Who
When the
cares?
meth lab would blow up down the street and we had to cancel sports practice because too many chemicals of drugs were in the air. Like this was a common thing at my school. One time at a friend's party, there was a drive-by in the house that I was in. But even though those communities have a lot of issues, they have a lot of good people. To hear someone in a privileged position dehumanize people from those communities, like where I grew up, it triggers me.
I don't fucking care. I just don't fucking care. Maybe it's because it's 1 a.m. and I'm fucking tired. Or maybe it's just because, holy shit, this is so fucking irrelevant to the subject matter of the video. I just don't fucking care.
Because it's not right. I've thought about it a lot, and I do understand that Tana or Trish may not want to go to a less than safe area. The thing that I'm not okay with is dehumanizing people who live there.
Thanks. Yeah, you're hitting all the right bullets here. You're gonna really, tons of people are gonna love this. Moving right along.
It is not okay.
I get
and
it.
I could tell that she was really upset about the situation. And as I mentioned before, I wrote her a private apology because I really do care about her as a friend. My whole family genuinely loves her family, and I really hope that we can fix things. Also, watching the response, I love Moses. I really love Moses. I do disagree with some of what he said.
Isn't Moses kind of fucking crazy? Maybe I'm completely off on this because I think I was off on Trisha a little bit, but I thought Moses was fucking nuts too.
Like saying that Tana's stories are entertaining and not serious, just because when she's talking about something so serious like sexual harassment and then all the other things around it are exaggeration and lies, I think it just gets really messy. Like messy's the water. And I think that it's fine to be entertaining and embellish things if you're telling a story maybe about like a thing.
Tana grew up poor in Vegas? I thought Tana grew up in Ohio. Wait, I just mixed up the 2 blonde white women. I was thinking of Alyssa Violet. I'm sorry. Never mind. Fuck. It's late. I need to get through this segment before I say something brutal.
Giving dinner with your friends, something more lighthearted, or you're
I thought she was Logan Paul's fucking boyfriend. I'm shot.
Out at dinner or out at a nightclub, or those things are very harmless. But when you're talking about sexual harassment on your friend's production
No,
set,
didn't she dated Wiz Khalifa, right? That was Tana. Tana dated Wiz Khalifa.
And you're slandering the rest of the.
They both dated Jake? Yeah. But no, Alyssa Violet dated Logan. Tana Mongeau had the working relationship for content with Jake. Like the marriage.
The crew, which can get them
the
fired.
fake
They can lose their
marriage.
jobs, their livelihoods. Like that's how they feed their family.
They both dated Shelbo. Dude, fuck you.
I think that there does need to be some
That caught me off guard, bro. No.
separation between lies and exaggerating and embellishment and having a serious conversation about a serious topic.
Dude,
and a serious
Unc just
issue.
got dude, they both dated Shelbo. Does anybody have the sound effects? Can somebody play the sound effects?
That was the point I was trying to make in my first video, and I definitely missed the mark. I'm just going to reiterate it again. When Tana told me what happened to her on set, I believed her. I even said that in my original video, that I'm choosing to believe her.
Dude, can somebody make... All right, I need somebody to do this for me before I go live on the stream again. All right? Do you guys know the Ultra Instinct Goku theme where it's like dun 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 dun? Can somebody make that, but exclusively using smoke alarm chirps? Like take the re-pitch the smoke alarm chirp into that, and then just put the rest of the audio behind it, and that'll be like Shelbo has appeared. I need that cue in my repertoire. Okay, like just take this sound and like just re-pitch it so you get like the fucking the da 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 da. Like, dude, I need somebody to make this.
Even though she said terrible things about me, even though she's out there mocking my dead dad, I am still choosing to believe.
Like, no, I'm talking about like the Ultra Instinct. It's not the Ultra Instinct theme. It's the Here It Comes part. This thing. No, it's not this.
Paul Mitchell.
What's
No,
the name
not
of
that.
the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Is it this? Nope, that's not it. Yeah, this thing. This thing. Can you make the chirp this? Dude, that would be so fucking baller. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to this.
Her. I am very much compartmentalizing these things, and I'm doing my best to do so. Quote Tana, 2 things can be true. I believe something terrible happened to Tana. I also know that she slandered an entire crew who were innocent. The last thing that
And
I'm
yet
gonna
nothing is going to happen to them because she didn't name a single person there.
say before we end the podcast today is this is just a note to Oscar. I just want to thank him for bringing something to my attention.
This probably got bigger because Rosanna made it bigger than it would have been if it was just casually
What's the
mentioned
name
on
of
the podcast.
the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
IDK what this chick is talking about, but hope
This.
the stream was good so far. I am blasted and just got home.
Thank you,
Nick
Supernova.
W's all day.
Holy crap.
This is about a tweet that I accidentally hearted. I saw a clip of him talking about this, but he said that I had hearted a shady comment, and I just wanted to thank him for bringing that to my attention because as soon as I saw that and I read through it,
Oh my god. Wait, she got caught liking a tweet. I remember what it was. And then she's now like, oh, thank you for bringing this to my attention that I got caught liking a tweet. What tweet was it? Dude, oh no, it was a mistake. I misclicked it. Even though my likes are private or what, I don't know if they're actually private. Most people keep their likes private. Liked. Where was this? Yeah, dude, I don't believe that for a fucking second, dude. I don't believe that for a fucking second. Where's the tweet that she... Oh, here it is. Rosanna Pansino liked this tweet. Trisha was talking shit about Rosanna, and Ro clapped back and called her out for shit she's been doing for years. And she's blindsided. Baby, you made your bed. Now lie in it. Oh, it was a misclick. It's a misclick, Chad. It's a misclick.
that I had hearted a shady comment, and I just wanted to thank him for bringing that to my attention because as soon as I saw that and I read through it, then I unhearted it because that was an honest
I honestly just accidentally clicked on a tweet that was totally in my favor.
mistake. When the video came out, we were traveling back to
Oopsie doopsies.
States. We were going between planes. I had not slept in a day.
There's no way that was an accident. Yeah, she's doing this whole thing about like, oh, Tana Mongeau has just lied through her teeth. And oh, okay.
I'm dyslexic, and when the video came out, there was...
Wait, what?
When the video came out, we were traveling back to the States. We were going between planes. I had not slept in a day. I am dyslexic, and when the...
Oh my god, dude. She liked a tweet, claimed she's dyslexic, and then took it back. This is actually unreal.
Video came out, there was...
What a fucking snake.
Coming in and forth, and I was
Holy
literally in between flights
shit.
hearting what I thought were supportive comments, and in this instance, I made a mistake. So then when I saw that, I was like, oh, no, that's not what I meant. So Oscar, I just want to let you know, I own that mistake. It was an honest mistake.
Fuck you.
I skimmed it. I learned a lesson there, and it's one I'm never going to forget. I'm not going to be hearting things when I'm traveling and running from gate to gate on no sleep. Like, that is just not a good idea. And I fat-fingered a lot of things at the airport that day. I actually started following a bunch of my haters because I misclicked. I meant to mute them or block them, and I accidentally ended up following a bunch of them. So for those haters who I'm now following, yeah, that's why. Honestly, my team does a lot of my social media, and when I do it, it's usually a disaster. Another thing that I want to say is that I do agree with a lot of people saying that we should work on our relationship in private.
Oh yeah, I actually do agree with all the people who told me this was extremely fucking stupid. Wait, didn't she call out Tana for going to bed late and saying that it wasn't an excuse to have no sleep? Yes, actually. Yes, Glue Guns and Roses. Yes, she did. Crazy. Hey, thank you for hitting the goal. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You guys have been sick this whole stream. Thank you.
I have a really large Italian family, and we get into fights and disagreements sometimes, which is challenging, but I am not one to throw away.
Oh, large Italian family. Listen, all right, just kind of happens.
A relationship over a disagreement or miscommunication. Like Trish said, we are closer friends off camera than we are on camera. We hang out more privately because our friendship is not focused on business or views. That's not what I care about. I hope that she knows that if she needed anything, even right now, I would be there in a heartbeat. I also keep it real with my friends. Like, if I'm with a friend at a restaurant and they're having a bad day and they snap at a waitress, I'm that girl who's going to tell them, like, hey, that's not cool, knock it off, and you need to apologize. And I'm also that friend to give them a big hug and show compassion because I can see that they're going through something.
This is such a fake fucking human being. It's actually fucking crazy.
I don't hate people for making
She's a fucking skinwalker too.
mistakes. I love my friends, but I don't allow them to mistreat people, and that's on all sides. Like Trish in a response video asked, why do I need to insert myself? I spoke up about Tana slandering innocent crew members, just like I would stand.
No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. You spoke up because she insulted you personally. If you weren't mentioning that shit, you wouldn't have fucking made a podcast about it. Give me a break.
Up against a friend punching down at a waitress. Like, I'm going to stand up for someone punching down.
You're as fake as the filters you use in this fucking video.
On innocent crew members. I'm not going to stand for it. Two wrongs don't make a right. It was wrong what happened to Tana on that set. It was also wrong for her to slander innocent members of that crew. And it hurts me to see Trisha upset. I hate that. Like, in her response when she started talking about Colleen, she knows that I did not know about Colleen's behavior in any way or participate. The shit she was doing pissed me off. Colleen hid that from me because I am the friend who would say something and say that that's not
EU a virgin?
No, thank you so much.
Why would so many people be Googling
Yeah, new
that?
lore dump. Now she's
New lore
dyslexic.
dump. Now she's dyslexic. 2 more months. BPD and is black.
Down the Bo Black's pipeline.
Colleen lied to me by keeping her true character very private. This whole thing sucks, and I really want Trish to know that I had no idea about her history with downtown LA. I just reacted to what I saw, how they were talking about downtown LA. I just call it like I see it. I had no idea about her bad experiences and what she went through. If I would have known that, then I wouldn't have thought that was a snotty comment. And that's the only mean thing I said about Trish. I thought the comment was snotty, and now I know that that's not really her experience and her situation. I totally understand. I want people to know that I am proud of Trish and for her growth, and that she's also never seen my angry side, because 90% of the time, I am a very happy person, but
when you fuck with me, and they will fuck with me sometimes, they will see a side of me, okay? A side of me that is not off. Guys, where's the Peepaw Riveter tweet? Does anybody have the Peepaw Riveter tweet? Holy shit. It's the Alex Gekmo Riveter tweet. I need this right now. I'm sorry. I need somebody to cue this up. Dude, oh my god. I need this. I need this before I go to sleep. I need to watch this once. Fuck, where is this? The Darth Riveter tweet. Holy shit, she's got a wolf inside of her? Yeah.
I'm also human. You know, I experience other emotions, sadness.
Dude, she's
frustration,
only human, and she bleeds when she falls down, because she's only human.
anger. And I think that that's the first time that she's ever seen me angry, and I think it kind of knocked her off guard. Like, I've seen her angry in many videos many of times, and I understand it. Those are
Yes, dude. Dude, I have another side to me. Dude, this is Rosanna Pansino when you say that she doesn't do fucking... This is Rosanna the minute you call her out for not scoring as highly as she claimed to have scored in the hide-and-seek challenge.
There is this thing of me out there that I'm this really nice guy, and I'm really...
Rosanna, the minute Mr. Beast moved her in the hide-and-seek challenge fucking top 5.
And it's still there, and it's still a bigger part of me as it ever was. But I keep it in check, right? Because I don't like that. I don't like that interaction.
Rosanna will unleash the Fog Keeper. Chat, which side are you on? Old Timber or the Fog Keeper?
I used to love it. Because it showed how much power I had.
Why is Hitler on the screen, bro? That's it. Yeah, but that's Rosanna Pansino.
human moments. Those are human emotions and reactions. It happens. I just really hope.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know. I think I prefer the Fog Keeper, I think. I don't know. Old Timber is kind of scary looking.
Hope that she can understand that I genuinely care about her and I really want to work it out and fix things. And I agree with her. I don't
How should I give you the Ultra Chirp? Can you tweet it at me?
want to go back and forth making these videos. I just think that this is stupid. And I also want to clarify that if anyone is talking about me on their channel, I have a right to speak up and express my feelings. Trish, I really want to get together and have a heart-to-heart and communicate our boundaries so that this
Communicate our boundaries so you never make fun of me on a podcast again. Oh God, what a fucking pathetic loser.
Happens in the future. Never happens again. We do have a genuine friendship and I think it's worth it.
Holy shit, dude. That's insane. What the fuck, dude? Wow. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was brutal. Let me take a couple looks at the comments on this one. Do they switch sides? Do they agree with her now? Do they buy the bullshit? Because I'm used to watching them. Is Roe crashing out? This is concerning. Let me move you guys over so I can read this. So sad because I was kind of enjoying the new era. Boom. Yup, it looks like it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They're still beefing with Tana because her co-host called it cannibalism. I don't think anyone in this thread has brought it up yet, but the clip she shows those guys talking about her father made me cry. He was definitely a cult leader. Yeah, but it had nothing to do with Tana. It was just played to elicit that reaction. Let me see. Of course, she didn't address her husband's misogyny. I can't believe that's her husband, dude. I think he gets a pass. If someone told me 10 years ago Rosanna would become a drama YouTuber, I'd have called them insane. I refuse to watch videos of people crying in the thumbnail because it screams emotional. I thought it was a joke. It wasn't. It was real. She really cried. That was kind of cool. I'm glad I got to watch her cry. Can she go back to baking? Dude, everyone's actually fucking trashing her. This whole subreddit used to like lick her toes. I don't know Rosanna Beyond the Beef with Mr. Beef. What's her deal? Oh, banger. Look, you don't get to call out people for referring to the YouTuber that smoked their dead dad when you literally titled the video, Smoking My Dad. Thank you. The co-optional podcast members, Total Biscuit Dodger, Press Hard to Continue, and Jesse Cox had a fault with Rosanna many years ago because she's a clout goblin that was constantly chasing money. I would take anything she says with a grain of salt due to this. She has in the past been shown to be someone who'd screw people over for views and fame. Wow. Guy, isn't it crazy that this fucking fluid preparation person just happened to remember this like a couple of months after it would have been actually relevant in a situation where that might actually have, you know, kind of been important to fucking mention? Because I've never fucking heard about that before. R/YouTube drama is a Trish cesspit. Is it really? How many of you watched the above clip from start to finish before weighing in on it? I had to jump back to the comments. Let's see. Is there a clip? You can watch it in 4 parts on TikTok if you want. 9 a.m. not early. Oh god, what an absolute mess. I feel for everyone involved, but I think that Rosanna made a series of really poor choices here. With, I don't even know who she is. Is there a single, is this it? This is what I left on her new clickbait video. I'm so over this stupid woman, I can't think straight. There's not a single positive post on this entire fucking thing. I wasn't going to drink tonight, but I don't want to say the spoiler, but yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight was a 6-hour stream with a bonus segment in the middle. 2 bonus segments, actually, if we're being honest.